All right, welcome everybody. This is game number 6 of Civ4 AI Survivor Season 8. As usual, we've got a great crowd here. Thanks for joining if you're here. If you're watching on YouTube, great to have you as well. For this particular game, this is one of our 7 AI starts. We have a map with 4 AIs in the north, 3 in the south. Definitely more room in the south. As I said, this is probably not a perfectly balanced starting position. As far as this game goes, the favorite for this game is Stalin. He's been picked by about 40% of the entrants. No one else is above, to win the game, I mean. No one else is much above 15%. So he's the definite favorite. Oh, fast worker check. Did I remember? I do not think I gave Gandhi a fast worker. All right, good catch there, Burninator. Just do our last second. I mean, this doesn't really affect very much, but we might as well fix his worker, shall we? Now your worker, Presto Changeo, is a fast worker. Congrats. So anyway, Stalin is the favorite in this game. There wasn't really a clear favorite for second place. I think Joao was the biggest choice for second place. And then first to die, most people had either Gandhi first to die or Roosevelt for first to die. But I've actually taken Victoria, and I'm also kind of hoping that Ragnar is going to have a good game. As I said, if he's ever going to have a good game, it probably should be this one. All right, with no further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, let's see how fast it all falls apart again. All right. So, religion check. We know Gandhi's going to found a religion. That's basically guaranteed. And then, because he's the only one who starts with mysticism. And then it looks like Joao and Victoria are also going for them. But it looks like Joao's got the inside track. Interesting. Why is he so much further along? He's running 80%. What is Victoria? Oh, Victoria. She's working a tile that doesn't produce any commerce. Yeah, she's working and you know, she just worked. Oh wait, she does have fishing tech. Never mind. She could work the lake for. But she will swap over to this tile once she finishes the workboat. So she'll swap over to a 3 commerce tile. She might actually get this first because she's going to swap to a 3 commerce tile as soon as she finishes the workboat. So one of these two is going to get the other religion, but which one, I don't know. Ragnar is on the standard militaristic leader poison pill, so. He did not go for agriculture. He went for the early archery. Roosevelt's on mining, which actually makes a lot of sense here. I would have probably preferred animal husbandry, but mining makes sense. Napoleon's on hunting. He wants to connect his ivory. Again, makes sense. Totally makes sense. Let's see, and we saw the 2, and then Stalin. Why are you on archery? This is like the one tech he should not research. He's on archery. I was like, as long as he just researches agriculture or animal husbandry, he just needs to get these techs. But no, he's gonna waste time on archery like Ragnar here. Oh my goodness. Well, now see, that's the one problem is his worker can mine the hill, so his worker's not completely wasted. Russia's a hunting mining start, so it's not completely wasted, but definitely could be doing better stuff, certainly. Stalin was highly likely to go archery first. Yeah, I can't say I'm shocked based on his preferences, but still disappointing if you have Stalin as I do. Still disappointing. All right. Where are settlers going? Okay, wait, what's this? Joao's... So... As we said, the AI likes to go for resources. Joao not going for the floodplains. He's going south, and Stalin is apparently going west. I guess he's going to go for probably this spot here, because as long as he can see I don't know if he can see the wheat yet. Oh, he can over the water, because the vision extends over the water, so he's probably going to go here. I guess Joao's going to take this spot. Ragnar, let's go back to the domestics. I guess he's going north. Oh, man. I was hoping Ragnar was going to settle over here for floodplains and... gold. I guess he's going for this resource cluster, which is not terrible, but could have been better. Vicky is going south. Okay. A lot of forest and jungle there. Roosevelt's going east. Okay, that's going to crowd Vicky a bit. And Napoleon is also... Okay, Napoleon's not going towards Gandhi. Interesting. And then Gandhi's going west. Okay, so that's going to leave some space open here. So Gandhi is not settling. This is important because Gandhi City is going to be a holy city. Now, if he dropped the holy city like right here, that would have really crowded Napoleon. But instead, it's going to be over here on the left. So if you have Napoleon, this is good stuff. If you have Napoleon, Gandhi going west is good. Oh, wait. Is he going to settle on the north coast? What the heck is this? What? Gandhi. What a bizarre spot to place to say this is almost completely going to waste the holy city culture. Not a good spot. Not a good spot at all. I don't understand this at all. Okay, Stalin apparently didn't see the wheat So he really should have founded this one tile south. He does have the Plains Cow, but he can't connect it, so that's pretty mediocre. Definitely not the best spot. The one thing I will say is it does provide a bridge to get a city in the very rich floodplains region. But he misses this tile, and yeah, so he'll never get this resource, which is a shame because it's a wet wheat. Not great. All right, Vicky is planted here. Now this is a terrible city. I mean, long-term potential is good, right? Long-term down the road. Post ironworking, you can chop down the jungle, get the grassland gems. Someday you get a ton of food from these, but in the short run, that is such a bad spot, a really bad spot. Roosevelt's spot is significantly better. He can work the oasis at size 1, and then he has a dry corn and wines. But yeah, Vicky is already looking a little bit crowded here. Good thing Stalin didn't go east and crowd her further. All right, so where's Napoleon going? I'm assuming he's going to settle on the hill. No, he does not settle on the hill. He settles for another ivory town. Now, he will be able to connect that because he's opening with... He just finished hunting. He started with hunting research. But I really wish he'd been able to get this in the borders somehow, because he is unlikely to go mysticism. Now, the capital will expand borders on turn 50, and then that'll bring that into range. But going to be a very, very low food city until that happens, like an extremely low food city. All right, and then Joao went for a... You know, this wouldn't be so bad if he were creative and he started a workboat, because Joao does start with fishing as one of his techs. But he's not opening with a workboat, and he's not creative, so he better hope he gets the religion to pop up in this city, because otherwise it's going to take precisely 10 billion years to get these resources in range. And this is a very weak city if he can't get the second ring. Very, very weak city. All right. So the only one who hasn't settled yet is our Ragnar. Is he going to settle on the stone tile? Oh, what is this? Oh, boy. Well, this city has no food either. I mean, it's tremendous production on the center tile. He needs to get border expansion in the worst possible way. That is very odd. Very, very odd location to settle that. Oh, you know why? It's because he saw these, and the AI is like, resources, let's grab these. But, like, oh, man, he could have had such a better spot if he'd gone down here. Oh, well. As usual, some perplexing AI moves. Also, building workboats, but not finishing them. Did Vicky finish her workboat? Okay, she did finish her workboat. Oh, but she sent it to the fish, which is the right tile from a commerce perspective. Oh, she's going to work the gold tile on level 2. So she's probably going to win the religion race over Joao, I would think. Interesting that Napoleon went on mysticism as well, because she's going to work that gold tile on growth, and I think that she beats anybody. I think she beat Joao. Roosevelt on early bronze working. What the heck? Anyway... Well, let's refresh the map. So Gandhi gets his Hinduism. No surprise there. We knew that was going to happen. I think that Vicky beats Joao because she's going to be working this tile. And she's going to get all the extra gold. We'll finally see what tile techs these guys go for next. Roosevelt with the bronze working. You know, I don't hate this, but I really wish he'd gone animal husbandry. He will be able to chop forests, and that's not nothing, but he does not have copper. So the iron working or the bronze working is not going to do that much for him. Still, he is connecting his food resources, and that's more than what most people are doing. All right. Well, for the moment, Joao has the edge, but I don't think that Victoria is working her tile yet. It actually makes a pretty big difference as far as which one of them gets these religions. Because if Vicky doesn't get this religion, this city can maybe defend itself if it is a holy city, because it'll pop to 40% culture. If she doesn't get a religion in here, this city is an absolute sitting duck. So I kind of would like Joao to get this, because I kind of want Victoria to be a sitting duck, because she's my first to die pick. But we'll see. Yeah. Let's see what happens when we advance another turn. All right, Vicky. No, Vicky is behind Joao. I'm really surprised. Oh, no, she's not working the gold tile. Oh, man. Well, she should flip on that in another turn. But, like, every turn she's not working the gold tile is another turn that Joao gets ahead of her. And the other problem is Joao does win the same turn tiebreak. All right, Stalin's on early bronze working. What the heck? That is not the tech he needs. I mean, he does have copper, so that's not the end of the world. But why is he not going for agriculture, animal husbandry? Like, he has multiple animal husbandry resources. I can't believe he's skipping this. Oh, boy. Good thing for him, he has some 3-food tiles here. Stalin will eat metals for food. I love Jack's comment. He's going to eat metal for food. I mean, sooner or later, he'll pick these up. He's not going to go ironworking before. Now that he has double animal husbandry, I think that he will research that. All right, well, let's see what Ragnar picks up for his next research. Sailing. Oh, my God. Ragnar, why? Sailing. The AI and its tech choices. Oh, my God. Okay. Well, Ragnar's doing his best to flub this start as well. Sailing. Oh boy. I mean, he sees the seafood resources, so he thinks he has to build these, but come on, buddy. Seriously, dude. Like, come on. At least he'll get more commerce from working water tiles, I suppose. All right, anyway, so in the meditation race, Vicky has now jumped ahead. She's now jumped ahead by working the gold tile. So now she is 1 turn ahead of Joao. Interesting. But Joao's going to grow another size, and he'll pick up another point of... Boy, this could be really close between the two of them. Let's keep watching and see what happens. 2 turn... Nope, she's still 1 turn ahead. So I think she's got this. Now, Joao would have won the race if he'd worked a water tile, but he's not working a water tile. So I think Vicky gets this religion. Yeah, she should have this just off the gold tile. Interesting. So it does look like York's going to be a holy city. And it's actually building faster than most other people because she's got the imperialistic bonus. Okay, maybe not as quite as much of a sitting duck as I thought here. She's going to be the first to get a 3rd city out, it looks like, right? She's going to be one of the first in any case. Good thing you researched that archery tech, Stalin. Definitely important to get those archers out as soon as possible. Yeah, it looks like she's going to be the first along with Roosevelt. Joao's first in turn order, but Vicky's got a 1-turn lead on him, so it's not going to matter. If it was a same turn tiebreak, Joao would win, but she's going to win because she's a turn ahead. Unless she does something insanely stupid here. But I think she's got it, yeah. Yeah, see, Joao's definitely he's definitely a full turn behind. So it looks like we're going to see Christianity pop up here. There it is. All right, that's good for Victoria. I think that helps her a good bit. Because now her city will not be a sitting duck. So she's definitely doing a pretty good job here. Better than I was hoping for. Ragnar not really researching the correct text. All right, so the next thing that's going to happen is we're going to see these settlers pop out. So we'll watch where Vicky and Roosevelt send their settlers. He's about to finish bronze working. So yeah, he's looking pretty solid as well. I do like the farm on the cows is pretty funny because he doesn't have animal husbandry yet. And now Vicky's going early bronze working too. She will get through the tech tree pretty quickly, Victoria, because she's got that gold tile, and that's going to help. All right, so the settlers are just finishing. No, Gandhi early archery. What the heck? I wasn't expecting that. Gandhi, you need to get some text that you need to get agriculture. Gandhi, you have double agriculture resources, buddy. What are you doing? Napoleon went animal husbandry. That makes sense. He's got double animal husbandry. He probably doesn't know he has the horses there. Oh wait, no, he starts with. Yeah, he doesn't know that he has the horses yet, but yeah, Napoleon it's going to help him for sure, getting that out. And then Joao went on hunting because he needs to get agriculture. And Stalin's almost done his long bronze working gambit. He's working he did get to size 5, although for some reason he's getting scouts out. I guess he wants to see more of the map. Anyway, we should see the settlers finishing. Okay, so we have one from Roosevelt that is walking south. And Victoria just finished one as well, but it hasn't started moving yet. Ragnar's almost done his sailing. So, Roosevelt on the wheel. Wheel pottery is not bad. I really wish he would go animal husbandry, though. Connect those. Gonna have horses down here. All right, so we've got... Okay, Vicky also going south. Better than over here, I think. But it does mean that she's going to be pretty exposed in terms of where she's grabbing territory. Anyone else have the settler done yet? Gandhi just finished his settler too. And did Napoleon finish one? No, that's a worker. Napoleon built 2 workers. So Gandhi's got one that we have to watch as well. All right. And that has to be a worker in there, right? Yeah. Stalin just builds mines everywhere because he can't build farms yet. All right, Ragnar did finally go for agriculture. We'll see if Stalin's smart enough to do the same thing next. Let's see where this city goes. All right, Roosevelt's pushing south, which is what he needs to do. Surprisingly, no one's really pushed near, what's his name, near Napoleon yet. So the map is starting to fill up to some extent. Stalin, why are you building a barracks in your... Stalin is just not picking smart build choices. He built some archers, some scouts, now a barracks. It's like, buddy, like, what are you doing? Not the smartest, I will say. Anyway, we should see this Roosevelt city planted any turn now. All right, I definitely don't love this spot. Although if he expands borders, it's pretty decent. He needs animal husbandry and he needs to pop the borders. Without that, it's pretty bad. And Vicky is going due south as well. Stalin did go for agriculture, so kudos to him for that. Joao's also on it. Vicky's also on it, so people are now correctly going back. Joao teched mysticism? Oh. So he did. That's well, he teched it because he was going for a religion that he didn't hit. And he's pushing east with his settler. Or north or something. Somewhere. Here's Vicky. Okay. Yeah, Vicky is settling in a straight line to the south. So I will say if... Okay. I will say if she doesn't get called on this, she's doing a good job of staking out land for herself, but she looks very vulnerable. Definitely looks vulnerable here. Ragnar really will not have anyone else he can attack. Vicky is going to cut him off from everybody else. So he really will not have a choice. We also have our first Barb City over here, popping up in a part of the map that people are not exploring. Look at this. Already building axes and spears in Stalin's capital, because he's got the very early bronze connection. You know, that does give him a lot of food hammers here. Yeah, he's got 12 base production. Too bad he's not imperialistic. He actually has a ton of production. Where is he? He's going... Okay, he's going south. I guess he's going to settle this spot down here, which is not the worst spot for him to settle. Anyway. So, who else do we have? Joao still has a settler walking around. Okay, yeah, he built it here, and he's been slowly walking it east. So I think he's going to claim the floodplains region. I think. And Napoleon has a settler over here, out here too. Okay. Now that is a very provocative spot from Napoleon. Like, there's got a lot of room up here. Well, I guess it makes sense because he doesn't want to settle the deserts. But like that, look at all these AIs settling in a straight line south. So we thought that the southern leaders were going to have all this room. They might not have all this room because all the northern leaders have been moving due south, except Gandhi. I don't know what Gandhi's doing. Stalin, we have enough already. I don't think this early. Didn't Gandhi have a settler out too? Yes, it's moving down here. Here it is. He's going for the gems region, it looks like. Okay. Again, he needs... Long term, it's a good spot. In the immediate future, it's kind of on the weekend. All right, so Stalin... Stalin really needs mysticism tech, doesn't he? I wonder if he'll probably ignore it for ages, but he needs animal husbandry in the worst way now. He has 3 animal husbandry resources. I would expect that he'd research it next. There's no way that Stalin's plotting war yet. He hasn't even met most of the AIs. Yeah, definitely not. They don't plot war quite this early. Not normally, anyway. We'll see if he goes animal husbandry. If he doesn't, he's really silly. All right, the AI does understand at least that much. Anyway, Napoleon going for early Bronze Age. Napoleon also going for early Stonehenge, which would not be a bad wonder for him because he needs a way to pop his borders. Would not be the worst wonder for him to pick up. And he's got a lot of production up here. He's got 17 production per turn. Oh my god, that's a lot. Not bad. Not bad. I do like Napoleon. Okay. You know, as I said, I didn't like the land surrounding Napoleon, and he's kind of worked around that by just not settling the land by his capital. It's looking pretty strong so far. So those of you who had the Napoleon, he's doing pretty well. Doing pretty well here. And I actually do like the Stonehenge build for him in a way I wouldn't in a lot of other situations. All right. So Joao did settle the floodplains. Yeah, I think this is kind of my read too. Napoleon is bad long-term land, but amazing short-term. I think that's kind of my read on it as well. Stalin continues to mass axes instead of building settlers for some reason. Or workers. I think he still only has 1 worker. And for some reason, he's just going super heavy military. And then Ragnar apparently decided to settle on the gold for God knows what reason. He actually does get 4... He does get 4 commerce for settling on it. Does he have a trade route? And he does get the trade route connection. So this is not the worst. he is going to have to make sure that he gets this. Unfortunately, the iron is outside his borders, unfortunately. So he could have a situation where he doesn't have metals for a while because it's outside his borders and he doesn't have mysticism. But yeah, I mean, I guess he technically has the gold, although he doesn't have the yield from working that tile. He should have pretty good research, though, from all these. I mean, he's working a lot of financial tiles. He already did build the trading post, so... yeah, that's not a problem. He needs more happiness. He needs more happiness in his cities. Anyway, so yeah, we're still just kind of chilling here. Everybody's on 3 cities. I don't know if anyone has another... I don't think anyone has the next settler out yet, so we're kind of... unless Gandhi got it one. No, that's a fast worker. So no, he doesn't have a... looks like the next thing is probably going to be... oh no, Roosevelt has a settler out. Okay. We'll keep an eye on that unit then. Although he just moved it back into his capital for some reason. I don't know quite why. Oh, he's going to the north coast. That's... I would have preferred, for Roosevelt's sake, that he settle some disputed territory. I mean, he'll get a clam spot, which is not terrible, but like this was a very safe spot. And Vicky got a spot over here on the East Coast. She just settled this. I missed that one. Yeah. Was that turn 30 Stonehenge for Vic? No, it's going to be Napoleon with Stonehenge, I believe. Unless oh no, Victoria's starting it as well, but she's going to get beat by what's his name? By Napoleon. All right, so there's the Holy City expanding its borders. Again, I don't like this city very much at all, unless she can somehow survive. But it certainly is claiming a lot of territory, so there's certainly not much territory. I will say Ragnar is going to be really irrelevant if he can't take over Victoria. He's kind of going to have to do that. If he doesn't, then, as I said, he's going to be irrelevant in this game. But so far, Vicky and Roosevelt are looking relatively strong. So, if you're curious about the Diplomatrix here, Gandhi is the worst enemy of all the low peace weights. That doesn't mean they'll attack him, though. And Napoleon's the worst enemy of all the high peace weights for right now. So a bunch of unhappy faces on there. Ragnar needs to not be building archers. Yeah, that would be a wise decision, not to be building archers. I don't know why he's pumping out archers relentlessly given his start. Anyway, Stalin also needs to be building. He needs to build some more units. Why is Stalin pumping out so many of these units? I don't quite understand. The copper seems to have maybe backfired for Stalin because he's just pumping out military units nonstop instead of just settling the map. He could actually build settlers really fast with, like, look, he's got 16 base production. He could get out settlers really fast. He has 16 food hammers. That's like a 4 or 5. That's like a 5-turn settler. But instead, he's relentlessly pumping out units, and he also hasn't even connected his animal husbandry resources yet. He's got this massive garrison here for defending against nothing. Anyway, yeah, he needs mysticism badly right now. Napoleon building Stonehenge might actually save his game. Yeah, like, why is he relentlessly pumping axes against what? Look at his power. He's... I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what he's doing with these. Like, does he have a settler over here? Nope. No, he does not. I don't know what he's doing. Certainly flubbing this map so far is what he's doing. Yeah, Napoleon looks the best. Oh, there's a Barb City up there. That's annoying for Napoleon because that's land that he would easily settle on his own. But anyway, we've got, I mean, Joao is at least settling the map. Good for him. He's claiming some additional territory. All right. Stalin finally has decided to go onto a settler. I guess he can have, like, the best escort ever for turn 40 on his settler. And Napoleon's on double settlers here. Vicky's been expanding borders, and we have a belated attempt at founding another city from Ragnar. But a lot of the territory that I thought he might get has already been swallowed up. I thought he might get the city spot, like, right here. But Vicky's culture has been really good at claiming some of that. Is Napoleon going for a religion? He's on masonry. No, he's just picking up masonry. He doesn't have polytheism. So that third religion. Anyway, Roosevelt's on ironworking, and he does have iron in his borders, so he'll be able to connect that when that finishes. Stalin is going wheel. That's good. He needs to be able to connect his cities, so that will be helpful. And these Barb cities popping up here could be good for Stalin because I mean, who has more military at this stage of the game than him? If he goes and captures them, that would help him a lot. Yeah, okay, he just finished a settler. They are size 1. They have to get to size 2 before they'll... because they'll auto-raise right now. Yeah, Ivan spotted that as well. And which is... Stalin's in last place in score right now. Which, I mean, a lot of that's because he doesn't have expanded borders anyway. But also because he just has not been settling the map either. Anyway. Anyone else have a settler out? Did Vicky just finish? No, that's a workboat. Roosevelt did settle the northern... Oh, Roosevelt got a city over here, too. Yeah, Roosevelt's looking pretty solid. I like the way his early game's going. And Gandhi had a settler, I believe he had a settler finished as well. Yeah, he just finished one up here in Bombay. Although apparently he's terrified of this Barb Archer, so he's not going to move it out of his capital just yet. Stalin's moving his settler north. So I guess he wants to claim land in this. You know, that does make sense. There's still this really juicy region over here that's available for somebody to claim. And Gandhi just picked up bronze working. Yeah, I think he's going to claim this animal husbandry resource. Oh, he's going to... Okay, well, you know, he does need happiness as well. He's going to settle for the ivory. He just now needs to pop borders pretty badly. I got a pretty large stack, for the huge stack for this stage of the game here. Like a humongous stack for this stage of the game. But he really should not attack someone there. I mean, is he plotting war? Just out of curiosity. Oh my god, he's plotting war. That's an early war plot. The only one that would make sense would be trying to capture this city here. What in the world is he doing? Plotting, apparently. I don't suppose anyone else is. No. It's very early. And you know, when the AIs plot this early, it tends to go poorly for them. Because it's just too early. They need to be settling the map. He'd do so much better to capture these Barb cities. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he'll cancel his plotting. But he sure got a lot of units over here. I mean, just to be clear, the only target I can think of would be Joao. I can't imagine he's going for Napoleon. And, like, this city is not defended very well at all. Does Joao have medals? Joao does not have medals. And he doesn't really have prospect of getting them anytime soon. Could he have, like, a super early conquest of Joao? Floodplain City does look vulnerable. There's no... The borders of... They haven't popped yet, although they're going to soon. There's a bunch of archers in here, but I think some of them are going to go escort that settler. I don't know. We'll see. This is very interesting. It's interesting, to say the least. The AI normally does not plot war this early. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Ragnar's building some settlers over here, too. But I wouldn't say I like Ragnar's position very much. Anyway... So out of the low piece weight AIs, Napoleon is clearly doing the best. But I think it's the high piece weight AIs that have played a better initial 50 turns at this point in time. I'd like Stalin's position way more if he would just go capture these Barb cities and get up to like 8 cities. But maybe, I mean, it's like a big gamble, right? Like if it pays off and you actually can conquer another AI early, it could pay off enormously. All right, GMP, Stalin not looking so great there. Vicky's tops Gandhi, Napoleon, although a lot of that's probably Stonehenge culture. Production, all right, Stalin is tops in production. Lowest there is Ragnar. Food, Napoleon's the top leader there. What is going on with Gandhi? I don't know what that is. Power, Stalin is so far above the rest of the pack in power, it's not even close. And then culture, Gandhi, Victoria, the 2 holy cities, and then Napoleon building Stonehenge. Yeah, Stalin probably needs to conquer someone or he's going to be irrelevant in this game. Oh, well, here he goes. Oh, is he going for Napoleon? That would be the worst possible choice, to go for Napoleon. Another low piece weight leader. Because it looks like that's probably his target. Oh my god. It looks like Napoleon's probably his target. Now, Napoleon does have... And Napoleon is literally the only other leader in the game that has a metal resource connected. Like, he could not pick a worse target if he tried, other than hitting Napoleon. That would be the worst possible... Like... This city is completely undefended, and he's going to go after... And he looks like he might be going after someone who actually does have metals connected. Oh my god, what is... I mean, he'll succeed in kicking this city, but... Again, the low piece weight AIs going after each other is like the worst possible thing. This could legitimately open up a Gandhi victory. What is Stalin doing? I am very surprised by what the heck he's doing in this game. Is so weird. Wasn't he building a settler over here? Did he cancel that to build more military? Yeah, it looks like he canceled his settler to build more. I mean, he's never going to be able to do anything. Like Gandhi or Napoleon has Stonehenge too, so he has free Stonehenge culture, and he's got this. He's got a copper resource. Like you could not pick a worse target to attack here. And meanwhile, Ragnar is like falling on his face. So it does look like the high piece weight AIs are in much better shape than the low piece weight AIs. Anyway, let's see it. Yep, there it is. Oh boy. Well, not feeling my picks at this point in time. Can I change my picks? Was not counting on Stalin to go attack Napoleon of all people. I mean, just feels like such a random person for him to attack. I don't know why he's attacking Napoleon. What a bizarre decision to make. Anyway, yeah. Well, I mean, I think he captures this city, Lyon, over here, because he's got 2 axes and 2 spears. But again, this is, you know, early in the game, the early dice rolls. There's so few units involved here. You know, like that if like a 50-50 dice roll goes the other way, I don't know. I mean, he's got a City Raider axe here, Combat 1 City Raider. Why he promoted it? Oh, he's aggressive. He gets the free promotion. Let's see what happens. I think the odds are he takes the city, but it's definitely not guaranteed. He didn't even attack. He turned around and didn't even attack. Okay. Well, by the time he gets back there, it's going to have a ton of units in it. So that was his one chance, is if he could take this city and snowball. But by the time he gets down there, it'll be full of axes. So yeah, this is, I mean, that's a much better stack, but he also picked up Vicky's religion. All right. Well, 1 axe was injured. Oh, I guess 1 axe. Oh, I mean, that is a large stack. Don't get me wrong. But I just feel like by the time it gets up there, apparently Napoleon's not reinforcing very well, though. Anyway, well, in other news, somehow, if you want to speak to... This might be... I've been picking Stalin, and he's been disappointing me the last couple seasons. I mean, this might be the last season I ever pick him. Like, look at this. How does this happen? Vicky's capital is here. Stalin's capital is here. Stalin gets 15 production per turn. He can build a settler in like 4 turns. How does this happen? Like, how? How does this happen? How is Vicky settling a city with a freaking warrior right next to Stalin's capital? And no, he's off attacking Napoleon over here instead. Like, this doesn't even make any sense. Like somebody explain this to me. How is he letting Vicky do this and not penalize her? Like, if he just slams this stack into Vicky, he can roll up half her empire. But no, he's going to attack the only other AI on the map who has metals connected, who's also his fellow low piece weight AI. Like, this doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Somebody explain this to me. Anyway, so Ragnar settled an ice ball village that he was fortunately able to split one of the capital resources off to. But he is not doing especially great. Yeah, he needs to get... He's about to finish... he just finished ironworking, so he will be able to see iron, and he might settle for that. So it's still possible that he might hit Vicky, but I feel like time is slipping away, because Vicky's about to get ironworking as well. And once Vicky connects her iron, she's going to be in much better shape than Ragnar. So my picks are not looking very good at all in this game. I actually really like... You know who I like to win this game now? I like Gandhi to win this game. I really do. Because he's not getting it. Like, this is just perfect for him. Now he's not going to get attacked. And by the time that Napoleon gets out of this, I think Gandhi just runs away with this game. Anyway. Oh, yeah. And we also, like, what is this? What is this? Anyway. Yeah, I like Gandhi. I really feel like the Stalin attacking Napoleon is an outlier result. I cannot possibly imagine Napoleon's the one he attacks most of the time. But it happened in this game. And, like, again, because he's delayed so much time, now there's an axe in this city. And he can probably whip another one. He's really wasted a lot of time. Don't forget Joao is... I don't love Joao's situation, but, you know, he is settling the map, and he might get a lot of territory if Stalin is off in Fight Napoleon land here. Like, where is he going? What is he doing with this stack? Just ram it in this city. Every turn he delays, there's more units in here. What in the world is he doing with this? This is... unbelievable incompetence on his point. I cannot possibly understand what he's doing here. All right, and now he's turning around and walking back in this direction. Okay. The good news for him is Napoleon apparently, and Roosevelt's picked up Vicky's religion as well. Yeah, Vicky's looking way better than I thought in this game. It looks like he did get attacked by... It looks like Napoleon threw a unit at his stack while it was on that ground. He apparently threw a chariot at this stack because a spear is on 1.9 health, and now it'll be able to promote. I mean, there's an axe, a spear, and 3 archers in here. I mean, this should still be an easy capture, but like capturing the city just doesn't really do that much for Stalin. Okay. There's a spear and a chariot in there. I mean, his city raider axe should take this without any trouble. Yeah, all right, so he captured the city. But I just don't know where he goes from here. And this is so much worse than him just settling. Like, if he just settles the map, it would be so much better. The absolute best thing he could do is sign a peace treaty right now. Because I don't think he's getting any more cities off Napoleon. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Maybe if Napoleon's only metal resource was here at Lyon, he would have been okay. But unfortunately, it's up here in like the safest place possible. And if you're curious about power, let's advance one more turn. But like, if you're curious about power, I mean, it's higher than Napoleon for sure. But like, Roosevelt's power is now spiking too. Napoleon has built the Great Wall. That only helps against barbarians. She doesn't have metals connected. Joao says he has not. Yeah, Joao still doesn't. He apparently just got the wheel. So, yeah, he can only just now connect his cities together. And Ragnar still can't expand borders. Vicky looking... Somehow Vicky being completely untouched, despite these low peace weight AIs being near here. I mean, to be fair, Napoleon does only have 3 cities. Like, that's not a lot. So, if, like, Roosevelt were to attack him... Napoleon doesn't have many cities, but I do feel like this is pretty much just torpedoing the game of both Napoleon and Stalin simultaneously. Again, the best thing Stalin could do would be to sign peace right now and then go capture these Barb cities. That would be the absolute best thing he could do. Or better yet, go attack Vicky, but she's going to have metals connected by the time that happens. So I expect that this war will just go nowhere at this point, but I could be wrong. To get a great general... But he really needs to, yeah, he really needs settlers and workers, not more military. But we'll keep the camera focus mostly up here. I mean, Roosevelt's like, fine, sure, you know, Napoleon, are you going to be just totally unable to expand? Great, I'll just go settle the entire border region. Vicky's basically the same way, like, great, I'll just settle the whole border. Fine with me. Now there's a Ragnar settler running around unescorted over here. I was assuming it would go grab this. But maybe it won't go for the iron. I mean, he has iron at 2 cities, but they're both in the second ring. It's also probably will capture this city, which is actually not that bad of a city. Hopefully for his sake, he won't take it until after the borders expand. But yeah, for the most part, we still just got this war ongoing. I mean, Lyon is actually a pretty good city. Like, it's not a bad city by any means, but it's just, yeah, really weird thing to do. It's not like Stalin's going to be able to... Wow, a lot of people following Vicky's religion. I will say it's helpful. So it is actually bad for Gandhi that so many people are taking Victoria's religion. It's good for her because it means that she's a little bit less likely to get attacked. Let's actually flip to the Diplo screen for a second here. She's already safe against Roosevelt because he doesn't declare war at pleased. She really doesn't like Ragnar or Napoleon. Roosevelt doesn't like Napoleon either. So... And Napoleon's apparently going to found the next religion here. Surprisingly, that could be pretty bad because no one follows that religion. Oh, he does attack it pleased? Okay. Whoops. My bad. Thanks for the clarification from a whole bunch of people. I appreciate it. I thought he didn't, but I guess I'm wrong. Well, Napoleon is apparently still going to get another city. He's got a settler on. I mean, this is a bad spot, but apparently he's still going to grab something. There's no way Stalin's going to capture this city with 50% defense. I can't see that happening. He actually is not even defending this city back here. Yeah, I think that this war just makes both of them kind of irrelevant. Stalin's now going for ironworking, which is not going to do anything for him. Like, literally nothing. Oh, wait, how did this city... I was going to say, how did this city expand borders, but... it's actually lucky for Stalin that this city got Christianity because now it can pop its borders. Meanwhile, over here, wow, this city's got a lot of archers. What the heck? How are there so many barb archers in this city? Gandhi's trying to take this, but that city's not falling in anytime soon. Joao having axes, he might be able to take this. Maybe. All right, so Ragnar settled this spot down here. Not the worst spot. It does bring, I mean, it does bring another source of happiness for him. He does look like he'll get this part of the map. I mean, it's very icy, but he will get a decent amount of territory. One thing about Vicky is she does seem to be mostly out of territory right now, unless she can keep pushing even more into land that really should have gone to Stalin. The fact that Ragnar does not have metals connected might be good for him, because it means that he will actually develop his Civ first, but he's still looking pretty weak there. Yeah, Vicky, we'll see. She just needs to continue settling more territory. And then Roosevelt's mostly out of space too, although he could also he's probably going to get this Barb City eventually with the way his swords are attacking there. It looks like Napoleon cleaned up a Stalin stack. There's another fairly decent sized stack coming, but it's hard to see him capturing a city that has walls. Like, very hard to see that. And down, okay. I mean, if by some chance Stalin could get this city, there's the third religion popping up in the middle of a war. If by some miracle he could actually take this city, then it would be a huge swing, but I don't see how he does that. And ironworking's not going to do much. Swords are not going to help. Not really. I mean, Stalin does outproduce Napoleon. What he need? Okay, so here's what Stalin needs. He needs Napoleon to move a big stack like here, move like most of these units right here, and then kill it, and then hit Orleans when it's undefended. Yeah, this Barb City does not look like it's going to go to Stalin because he is just completely ignoring it. It would be nice for Victoria if she could take it. She actually has metals connected, so she's probably more likely to take it than Ragnar. This city doesn't even have a defender in it. Ragnar playing with fire there. He's got the city down to just 2 archers remaining, so... And it is size 2, so it will be captured. So I think sooner or later Ragnar is going to get this. He's actually going to be able to promote this to cover if he wants. The cover archer. So Napoleon now has flipped into Taoism. He's going to get a great profit from his Stonehenge pretty soon here. Yeah, and meanwhile Gandhi, by the way, I haven't focused much on Gandhi because he's been so peaceful, but like he's just settling the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 7 cities. He's going to be able to get to 9, and that might be all he needs to go culture in this game. Although the fact that he does only have 1 religion is maybe not ideal. He probably would like more. And Joao is still trying to improve his territory. Boy, he certainly built a lot of farms in here. He really should replace them with some cottages. He's also trying to build the pyramids. And Vicky has, you know, she's got a ton of population. She really needs to get some more settlers out. She's still on just the 5 cities for the moment. Anyway, so keep an eye on this as usual. Stalin does have a decent sized stack. He just is relentlessly pumping more military units, but he still only has 5 cities. At least this city is a pretty good city. Still, I don't really see how this goes well. Let's check in and see if anyone else is plotting war. So she's not. Roosevelt's not. Gandhi, I would be very surprised if he's plotting war. Joao is... Okay, Joao is plotting war. Is he going to go to war with Gandhi? Where's Joao? On here. He's cautious with everybody. He's actually pleased with Stalin. Does anyone know, can Joao declare war at pleased? I think he doesn't. He can't. Okay, thanks for clarifying. I should have looked at that before this. And then Ragnar doesn't have metals connected, so he won't declare war. Not yet. He's in no position to be fighting. Yeah, he has this archer that's continuing to promote. This city looks like it whipped out a barracks or something. Anyway, I think he'll probably take that city at some point. He needs to get metals connected, though, Ragnar. Really needs to get metals connected. He's about to build... Okay, he's going for horseback riding. Interesting. Huh. Well, I guess horse archers would take that city. Needs... Anyway. So yeah, so I guess Schwal's plotting, and he can't be going for Stalin. I don't know who else could be attacking other than Gandhi. It's because he's got a lot of border tension with... Well, not a lot, but some border tension. And apparently he can't declare on Stalin. I guess he could be going after Napoleon as well. That would be not great for Napoleon. All right, so Vicky... But, like, I mean, the story of this game is the low peace weights are just self-destructing. So the high peace weights look like they're in great shape to take this game. You know, I did this whole spiel about how I did not think this was a good start for Vicky, and here she is. She's kind of crushing the map here. Yeah, she's looking really good, but she still doesn't have that much doesn't have that much actual territory. Still, if she doesn't get attacked and she just out-techs everybody, then will that even matter? I'm not sure if it does. So she used it on metal casting. I should have known from the forge. Yeah, Stalin, if he had declared war on Vicky, I mean, he would have taken this city in an instant, and he probably would have taken Nottingham too. And then that's like the scenario I envisioned when I gave you my pregame read on this. Stalin would attack, and then Ragnar would attack. Vicky dies first, and then they start rolling over the map from there. I never anticipated that we would have Stalin attacking Napoleon on turn 55. That is just not something I read as being in the cards. All right, well, the thing that I said Stalin wanted to have happen actually did happen, which was Napoleon moved a big stack out, and it just kind of died. And so now Orleans is almost complete. Orleans has one defender. Wait, what? There's one archer in this city. There's a great prophet and a Taoist missionary. There's only one unit in there. What? Okay. There's one unit in this city. Okay, and yeah, the America did take that up there. Okay. Napoleon, buddy? What you doing? Oh my god, how did that just happen? What? How did that just happen? Oh my god. I think Stalin's game might have been single-handedly saved by that. Oh my goodness. Napoleon's down to just 3 cities. Fortunately for him, he's actually been settling cities while this war is going on, which Stalin was not doing. But with only 3 cities, I mean, I don't really see how he comes back from this, right? Unless he can magically recapture it on the city on this turn, but I don't think that's going to happen. Oh my god. And he literally just built the shrine, too, for Stalin. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay. Well, Stalin, you know, this, what felt like a really boneheaded move is kind of working somehow. Kind of. Now he has to make sure this city doesn't get recaptured. Oh my god, and he pieced out! He pieced out at the perfect time! What? He actually pieced out. Are you kidding me? Whoa! And yeah, that was the Iron City as well. Okay. Wow. What a move. Stalin. Giga Brain. This is the 200 IQ play. Apparently, I guess we just couldn't see what Stalin saw. All right. Well, now if he goes and captures these barb cities and then just settles for the gold, he's actually in really good shape if he does that. Okay. Now, he's got to get a move on because Vicky's building swords. Vicky also settled this spot here. Okay. Now, what Stalin needs... Again, I apologize if I'm explaining everything from Stalin's point of view, but he is the favorite in this game. What he needs is for this border tension to cause Roosevelt to attack Vicky. That's what he needs. If that happens, then the game is kind of wide open in a lot of ways. Yeah, Stalin could switch to Taoism, which would hurt him long term. Yes, I agree with that. I think that's also very possible, and that would probably hurt him in this heavily Christian world here. Okay, but I do like Ragnar getting a bit more of the map here. Now, if Ragnar would just... And he is going to get Great Lighthouse, it looks like, because I don't see Vicky going for it. Now, he only has 2 coastal cities right now, but he's almost certainly going to get this spot. Ragnar kind of quietly hanging in there. Maybe, but I still do like Gandhi's position quite a bit. All right, anyway, so Vicky is not plotting war. Roosevelt is not plotting war either. Gandhi would be surprising. And is Joao still plotting war? Okay. But, yeah, I mean, there's definitely the potential for hitting Vicky here. Especially if that city were to get captured on, like, the first turn. But the smartest thing Stalin should do is go capture these barb cities with his military. We'll see. What an odd game this is. I feel like we immediately got into wacky, weird territory. Napoleon's finished, though. I don't know if he's going to be first to die, but he's pretty done at this point. Even worse for him. I mean, he's in a religion that no one else practices. So not only is he weak, people don't really like him either. Vicky's annoyed with him. Roosevelt's annoyed with him. Gandhi's annoyed with him. Stalin's cautious. Ragnar likes him, but Ragnar's so far away that's kind of irrelevant. He's actually got a decent sized stack here too. Will Napoleon be able to avoid attacking someone else? I don't know if he'll be able to. Anyway, now Stalin's building settlers. Yeah, I mean, the world's like his oyster now. Is he back to plotting war? He really shouldn't be. He should use this time to consolidate, settle a city in here so his territory is connected. Go grab this. I'm a little disappointed Joao hasn't gone for more cities. He's only on 5 cities. He has had a lot of time. Now, granted, the spot down here is, desert, but he could have settled over here. There's definitely room for some pretty good fishing cities. Like, there's a fish resource there. There's marble. There's a silver resource down here. So there's room for some of that stuff. Anyway, Vicky going for calendar. What an odd game. What an odd game. Yeah, Napoleon could attack Gandhi. It's true. That would probably result in him dying, but it could happen. Unfortunately, Stalin's attack just crippled his game really badly. Like, really badly. All right, well, Stalin actually does have... He's got an axe and a spear here. Let's see how he does in this combat. The spear is not going to be very good against archers, but... Okay, well, he did not do very well there. I thought he might get... Okay, well, look at this Ragnar. Settling the map, at least. Really needs... Okay, and he does have mysticism. I was going to say he really needs mysticism, but he apparently researched it. Okay, he's starting to get there. Starting to get there. I still need that Stalin plus... and Stalin apparently also has mysticism now. So he will finally get those border expansions, which, again, he needs very badly. So he's finally going to get them. He's not going to get the pyramids, though. Also, there's a lot of border tension over here. A lot. It looks like Roosevelt's going to get the pyramids. And Napoleon, why is he building Temple of Artemis? He's gone wonder crazy in this game. He normally does not build wonders hardly at all. Yeah, Ragnar getting the Tundra Empire. Oh boy, what a weird game. Very weird game. Now, if Napoleon were to come back and re-attack this city, I mean, there's not a lot here defending it. Not much. This Barb city has almost been taken. It looks like Gandhi's going to probably get this, unless Joao can slip in. Is he still plotting war? He is. Still plotting war. And he is still pleased, so he can attack anyone except Stalin. He's still pleased with Stalin. So I would expect that he's probably going to attack Gandhi. Yeah, I think those... Oh, apparently the Barb's got another archer out. Anyway, anyone going after... Okay, well, it looks like Stalin's bringing the heat for this Barb city. He's got an archer, a settler, and he's actually got double settlers over here. Okay. This city is still being left alone, so this is still available for capture too. And then Ragnar still has the one art. He's building horse archers, though. Horse archers not great against archers in cities, but I think if he builds 2 or 3 horse archers, he can probably capture this. Probably. Which is important because he needs the iron, although he's finally going to pop borders here, and then he'll have iron in his territory. So we might finally see Ragnar looking to attack someone. He actually does have some... He actually is not looking that bad in terms of resources. He's going to get silver from this city as well. And if he could... Yeah, he has gold. He actually is looking... Ragnar, for all that his early game was bad, he's kind of getting back in it. At least a little bit. All right. Anyway, let's see where Stalin's settlers are going. He has double settlers here. Oh, okay. So Gandhi does take that city. Oh, Vicky took the Great... Oh, wow. I thought that Ragnar was going to get that. Okay. She sniped it from him. She only has 2 cities, so she's not going to get much value out of that unless she conquers them. That would have been good for Ragnar because I think he's going to have more coastal cities than Vicky. Oh, well. Yeah, Stalin has 2 settlers just chilling in Novgorod for some reason. I don't know what he's doing with all these units. All right, there it is. Stalin converts to Taoism. As I said, I think that you guys said that would probably happen. I agree. But that definitely puts him in a lot of danger. It does make Napoleon like him more, for what that's worth. Although it's still the -3 you declared war on us is apparently overriding that still. financial leader. Let's just see if these guys are plotting. Yeah, the 3 low peace. All right, so apparently Roosevelt's plotting war is the thing. So he really doesn't like Napoleon. Oh, I think Napoleon's probably his target. He really doesn't like Napoleon, and they have some border tension. But he has a lot of border tension with Victoria as well. Now, he is pleased with her, but you guys said he can plot war at pleased. It would certainly open up it would make the game a lot more chaotic if he attacks Victoria. If he attacks Napoleon and takes over the territory, I'm really liking Roosevelt and Victoria and Gandhi. Because like if one of the low peace weights is out this early, let's see where he's building his stack. See if we can spot. Right now, it looks like it's up in this city for some reason. Why in the world would he have it in Philadelphia? But it looks like he's, I don't know, building up at least part of his stack there. All right. Hey there. Welcome, A3 Ashley. So Joao converted to Gandhi's religion, so that will make them like each other more, and everybody else dislike them more. Stalin's apparently still got quite a stack here. Is he going to go back after Napoleon another time? Anyway, he is still holding 2 settlers here. I don't know why he's not capturing these barb cities. So it looks like Vicky is going to be like, all right, well, you know, if you're not going to capture these barb cities, I will. Stalin didn't get anything to his east at all in this game. It's kind of wild. Instead, he's got these cities way up here to his northwest. You know, I thought he'd take this opportunity to go settle the map and capture the barb cities, but he has not been doing that. All right. He still has double settlers just sitting there. What's he doing? Very weird. He's also pretty far behind in tech at this point. Yeah, there's apparently another Ragnar city going in the Iceball Tundra. Yeah, he really would have benefited from Great Lighthouse because he's got all these coastal cities. Roosevelt gets the pyramids. We'll have to see if he flips into organized religion or anything like that. Still, Stalin and Ragnar are looking a little bit stronger. I'm very disappointed in Joao. I feel like he's wasted I feel like with Stalin doing weird stuff, he had a real opportunity here, and he just hasn't done it because he's just been sitting on 6 cities. No, 5 cities. He's been sitting on 5 cities for ages now. Apparently, Ragnar's Tundra Empire is still getting there. Now that he's connected metal resource, is he plotting war? Oh, yeah, you better believe it. Oh, wait, no, he's not yet. He said, we have nothing to gain, not we are plotting war. I still expect he's going to go slamming into Vicky. It's really his only target. Yeah, Joao, I believe, is still plotting war. Okay, Napoleon. That's probably a wonder you just built for somebody else. All right, Roosevelt, he built the pyramids and then just went hereditary rule, which feels odd. As I said, I think Roosevelt is targeting Napoleon, but I don't know for sure. Look at this city of Coventry. All crammed in there. I still can't figure out where Roosevelt's going. Roosevelt got this city. What? That's a very random person to get that city. He had 1 sword hanging out there, so he denied it to Vicky. Okay. Like I said, a very random one to have. Stalin he's plotting war as well, apparently. Whether he's going back he apparently doesn't like anyone. His diplomatic situation is awful. This is a real problem if you have Stalin to win like I do. His diplo situation is atrociously bad right now. Everybody dislikes him. He's just going to have to get lucky and dodge wars. He has quite a stack here, though. Is he going construction? Because he's on... No, he's the first one in the order. No, he's going calendar, which is not the worst call, I think. He also does have ivory, so he could get horseback, right? He could get elephants. He has 1, 2 calendar. He has 2 calendar resources. 3, actually. Okay, he does need he does need more happiness, but construction would probably make more sense if he's plotting war. Still, Vicky's just like pretty far ahead right now. But there is also always the possibility that she gets blindsided by a war declaration. Like there is a Roosevelt stack here. It could be that Roosevelt's going after her. Could be. He is moving around some units over here. If you're curious about the power ratings, not culture. Yeah, Roosevelt's top power, Stalin's second, and then very quickly growing power from Ragnar now that he finally has metals connected. He still has not taken this Barb City, though. And then there's still this other Barb City just chilling over here that no one seems to want. I still don't know why Stalin has a... Oh, wait, he had 2 settlers. Did he move 1 out? He had 2 settlers. Did he disband one of them? I don't know. Apparently he's content to just not settle anything else for some reason. Still, there's enough people plotting that we should see some action soon. Joao is still plotting with someone, I guess. Is he now changed over to plotting with Stalin? I have no idea. Well, Stalin apparently has a big stack right here. I hope for Stalin's sake he's not attacking Portugal, because if he was going to attack Portugal, the place to attack was right here, which is not very well defended. But I think Stalin might be picking another fight that he really should not be getting into. No, he's going at... Wait, what? What is he doing? What is he doing in this game? Okay, double war declaration on Gandhi. What the heck? What is he doing? Stalin's actions in this game are so utterly bizarre. I have no clue what he's doing. I mean, does he think he's going to take this city here? Maybe if Joao joins them, they could have a 3 versus 1. But, like, is he going to take this city? I don't think so. It's already got the 40% defense borders. There's no way. What is he doing? What a bizarre action to take. Oh, well, peace weight does as peace weight does sometimes. I mean, they have a lot of units here, but the city defenses has a lot too. Well, the low peace weight AIs seem determined to make themselves utterly irrelevant in this game. They just seem absolutely determined to do idiotic stuff in this one. Ugh, Stalin, you have really let me down. I mean, the high peace weight AIs they haven't even been like amazing. They've just not been idiots, and you know, they're kind of cruising. Now, if Roosevelt hits Napoleon, that would be an extremely easy conquest. Okay, he might also be going for Stalin as well. That's a real possibility, too. In which case, I mean, the odds of Stalin winning at this point are already extremely low. He's just so bungled. A very promising start, but I mean, he's bungled it to an incredible extent in this game. I mean, Gandhi's not even weak. Gandhi's quite strong. All right, Ragnar has finally taken that city, so that's good for him. Maybe Ragnar can take over Victoria, and then Ragnar can maybe get a second after Gandhi wins by culture, because I think Gandhi is really in the catbird seat right now. I know that being in the 2v1 war is not great, but I just don't see these two having any success against him whatsoever. Vicky and Gandhi are leading in tech too. Yeah, Stalin's like in last place in tech, which is not... I mean, he's below Napoleon in tech, and Napoleon has 3 cities. So, yeah. Not going well. I mean, this city's about to build walls. Like, what do you think is going to happen here? Well, yeah. It's been a game, all right. The low peace weights have sure screwed up this one. Still, this is such a ridiculous one. How Stalin hasn't captured this. I really thought when he got peace with Napoleon that he was in great shape. It was like, all right, just go settle the south, capture those barbed cities. Instead, he did nothing and then declared war on Gandhi. It was like, what are you doing? Anyway. Okay, well, Roosevelt's about to attack someone. It's going to be either Napoleon or it's going to be Stalin. It could be either one, and he's not going to face much resistance against either. Who is it? It's Napoleon. Okay. Well, Napoleon for first to die is certainly looking pretty good right now. That's looking pretty good. Yeah, Ragnar's surprisingly playing pretty well here. It's because he literally wasn't able to plot war. Yeah, I think does he have ivory? I can't remember. Does he have? No, he doesn't have ivory, which is a bit of a shame for him. But I still like his chances against Victoria, because Victoria is going to ignore military to like a crazy degree. I think there's a decent chance that he can maybe, I don't know, if he could tank team with Roosevelt against Victoria, he'd be in good shape. Victoria's about to found another religion. Anyway, Napoleon looks very dead right now, because now he's in the two-front war. And I don't see... Yeah, there's another religion being founded. But that should be a non-entity. Where is Nottingham? Oh, down here. Yeah, this should... I mean, Paris has and 2 axes and 2 archers. That's not going anywhere. That city is very doomed. That's assuming that Roosevelt attacks it. And Vicky is the score leader by a pretty good margin. She has just enormously sized cities. Like, look, 13, 10, 10, 12, 10. I mean, look at all these. She went early calendar tech, and it's helping her a lot. Well, Ragnar is building catapults over here. Joao is still in this game. He's been utterly irrelevant in this game. I don't know what he's doing. What a weird game. I have to feel like Stalin's actions in this game are not very typical. But I don't know, maybe we'll have to do the alternate histories. Now, for Napoleon's sake, the fact that Roosevelt did not just Roosevelt, I mean, he had his army on this tile when he declared war. He could have literally just walked here and attacked, and he would have easily captured it. But now, because he dilly-dallied for a couple turns, Napoleon's had time to get some defenders in Paris. I mean, not a lot, but Roosevelt does not have catapults yet. So he probably doesn't take this city until he gets construction tech, probably. I mean, it's not like Stalin's going anywhere against Gandhi. Gandhi's on calendar tech as well. So I don't think this attack succeeds, especially because it's very heavy on chariots. But then again, there's no spears in here. So maybe he can just bulldoze his way in. Let's see. Okay. No, as expected, the 60% defense is just too strong. So Roosevelt, I do think will win this war, but it's going to extend out for some time. It's going to take a little while because he's going to need to build catapults and drop the defenses before he can realistically capture this, and that's going to take a little time for that to happen. But I do think eventually he'll take that out. Anyway, Stalin's continuing to try to attack, but what he thinks he's going to do against a stack like this in a city with walls is beyond me. Yeah, it's not happening pre-catapult. I mean, he's researching construction, but again, still very unlikely that he's going to have much. Meanwhile, Victoria is like, yep, I will just continue researching the tech tree. Thank you very much. And Ragnar is still taking over a little bit more of the map. He definitely needs the border expansion here so he can grab the silver. But yeah, Ragnar's kind of like just hanging in there, doing his thing. Is he plotting war yet? All right, he is plotting war. I mean, the only realistic target for him is Victoria. He's actually cautious at +6. I mean, I guess he could also be going after someone else, but everybody else is just so far away. And he does have a little border tension with Vicky. I mean, he will have catapult. He does have construction tech, so he will have at least some catapults. But yeah, he's going to be up against longbows, which will be trickier. Joao, is he still plotting war? He's just, I don't know what he's been doing. He's just done nothing the whole game. He's still on 5 cities. So random. And now Stalin's building the mausoleum and the hanging gardens in the middle of this war. Like, what in the world is this guy doing? Meanwhile, it looks like Vicky's going to get this city too, because Stalin just never bothered to attack it. Just like never bothered. Oh, I guess stopping to heal. Okay. Anyway, yeah, Roosevelt and Vicky got Chichen Itza to give her more defense. That actually might help her. She's on the wonder train right now. I'm still wondering if this city's Barb City is going to get captured. I can't believe Stalin didn't make any attempt to go capture this. Oh, looks like she did manage to take it. Okay. So Stalin, you want to see an example of an AI just being really incompetent? Like, how does Stalin, like, how does Victoria get a city here? Victoria's capital is here. She got a Barb City over here because Stalin didn't even attempt to capture it. Like, I don't really understand that. Now, what can she hold this is another question, because it looks very exposed. But then again, this city was very exposed, and at no point in time did Stalin make the slightest effort to go disturb that. Anyway, oh, meanwhile over here, Gandhi's actually counterattacking Napoleon. Whoops. That may have backfired on you, Napoleon. Because there's no catapults in here, and I think this city, it is on a hill, but a lot of the defenders are chariots. I don't know. Those swords have a lot of promotions. I think Gandhi's going to take this city. Let's see. Yep. Napoleon's like, this is not working out the way I expected it to. I mean, if I got everything else wrong, at least I was right by saying I think Napoleon... I did say before the game started I thought Napoleon had a rough position here. But I also said I thought Victoria had a rough position, and she's been the score leader most of the game. Oh boy. Yeah, Gandhi. Looking pretty strong here. Looking pretty strong. My domination pick is not feeling so great at the moment. Yeah, hey Hattie, that's how you fight a war. Seriously. Gandhi's just legit strong in this game. He's in a 2v1 and he's winning it pretty effortlessly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cities. And that's assuming he doesn't get more from Napoleon here, which it looks like he will. Meanwhile, Vicky is gonna... She might just be like at the next level of tech before anyone can even do anything about her. Because like Ragnar is building a military, but like, will Vicky just be up to like maces and pikes before he can even do anything? It's very possible that that's going to be the case. And Joao is... I'm really disappointed by him. He's been utterly irrelevant in this game the whole time. I don't know what he was trying to do in this game. Stalin has just been pants on head idiotic in this game. I really don't understand him at all. Napoleon, I mean, it's not really his fault. He's been getting attacked, but he didn't really help his cause either. Anyway, we got multiple stacks going for Gandhi, for Napoleon's capital right now. And Roosevelt has had time to build catapults. Did he actually get any in his stack? He does. There's the one catapult. That means the borders will get dropped over time here. And then after that, this city will be probably pretty vulnerable as well, although it does at least have the holy city culture. Stalin can ill afford to lose any other cities. He's finally on construction, but I feel like it's maybe a little late for that. Anyway, so we're kind of watching Napoleon get torn apart here. Hanging Gardens will help a little bit. Give him a little bit more pop. I just can't believe that, like, again, his capital is right here. He didn't get a single city to the northeast, not a single city to the east. I guess he got one to the southwest. Like, there's so much room. There was so much space for him, and he just never expanded to any of those spots. Well, elephants will help. Elephants are going to help Ragnar. That's definitely a plus for him, although he's going to be up against longbows, presumably. I guess he could also go for this city here from Roosevelt. He wouldn't be able to reach anything else after that then. He might also be... He's also running units across the map. Is he going to go attack Gandhi as well? Is Gandhi just a magnet for every low peace weight leader? Anyway, yeah, Paris is going to be okay right up until the defenses are down. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? How does this keep happening? How does Stalin keep doing this? What is going on? I wasn't even watching that. Oh my god, Gandhi walked his whole stack up to the north, and now Stalin slips in and captures another city at low odds. Like, what is going on? How is he doing this? Oh my god. I'm like, how did he do this? Now, it might just get immediately recaptured by Gandhi, but... Like, every time he takes these cities, I'm like, wait, what? His empire is the most ridiculously shaped thing you'll ever see. Okay. All right. I wasn't even watching that because I didn't think so. It looks like Gandhi's not even going to... Okay, it looks like Gandhi's not contesting. I mean, this city can't work any tiles, but still. Yeah, we wanted to see the power graphs. Yeah, that's a good request. I mean, in terms of power, Stalin's only middle of the pack. It's actually Roosevelt that's tops by a pretty good margin. Napoleon's kind of dying. Look at Joao. He's been completely flat for like the last 30 turns. Stalin's plan's working. I don't know. I mean, I still think Stalin's in pretty bad shape in this game. Like, who is his ally in this field? I guess it could be Ragnar, I guess. Ragnar is building up over here. He might be going for this city, Mycenaean. Maybe. Anyway. Roosevelt's still working on... I mean, if Roosevelt captured... Okay, well, there goes another city. The problem for Stalin is what happens as soon as Napoleon's dead. Like, Napoleon's down to one city at this point. What happens as soon as he's dead? Oh, wait, what is going on? Ragnar declares on Joao. What is this game? What is this game? What? It's just like everyone's just going to ignore Victoria the whole game, apparently. I don't get it. What is, like, what, why, what, how, what? Meanwhile, Vicky techs on. I know, right? I have to feel like this is not the most common result from this game, right? Please tell me this is not the most common result. Do we need to do another emergency alternate histories? Can we take a look at Coimbra? There is very little up there. Oh my god. What is this? It's just gonna take so long. I mean, he's got the initial backstab stack, but like, how does Ragnar? What is this? I don't understand this at all. Oh my god. Anyway, Coimbra's build queue has been empty forever. Yeah, it's empty. Interesting. Well, we could be one-turning units that are very cheap out of here, right? 9 production. I don't know. I don't know why it would be empty. I think Joao was bugged somehow. I mean, his behavior has been so bizarre. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Yeah, the game 5 alternate histories are done. I need to finish the write-up. As I said, I was targeting early next week for that. All right, Napoleon, we will sign open borders, but you have 2 units left. You are 100% dead. Vicky is stacking all the religions, too. And all the wonders. Okay, Stalin signed peace with Gandhi, and then immediately gave the city back. Okay, good job, Stalin. That war made a lot of sense. Now, Stalin's best play is to join this war with Ragnar and take out Joao. That's his best move. The problem is I don't think he has much time before Gandhi and Roosevelt come knocking for him. And I don't think he's in a position to fight that, but we'll see. Anyway, this is it for Napoleon. Yeah, he gave it back. Yep, he gave the city back. So he just damaged Gandhi, but that was it. And got Gandhi to dislike him. Anyway, this is it for Napoleon. Farewell. Farewell, little corporal. Oh, wait, they stopped for another turn? Okay. I guess Roosevelt did have a really injured stack. Never mind. I guess Napoleon... I thought that was it. I guess Napoleon lives on for a couple more turns then. Roosevelt getting Mausoleum is pretty nice as well. Oh, yeah. And over here, we got to keep an eye on this battle, too. I don't think that there's enough hitters, by which I mean non-catapults, to actually take this city. By the way, is Stalin plotting war? He sure is. Okay, Stalin. Stalin has basically decided to become... So he won't declare on Napoleon. He sure doesn't like Gandhi, but he actually can't plot with Gandhi. It might be Roosevelt, which would be suicidal for him. I think it's actually Roosevelt, if I had to guess, because he's annoyed and they have border tension. But that would be a very, very poor decision. Anyway, yeah, I don't think that there's enough non-catapults here, because there's 3 horse archers and 2 chariots. I don't think that's that's not nearly enough. Where's all the rest of your units, Ragnar? Oh, here they are. They're trickling across the map. Because you're attacking someone on the other side of the earth. I think Gandhi's about to kill Paris. I think Roosevelt's going to get the city. Alright, so this city's been down to 2%. We might as well watch this and see. So a lot of people going hereditary rule. That will make a lot of these leaders like each other. This hereditary rule is the favorite civic of Joao and Ragnar. So they'll like people that are in... I'll give them a little relations boost. Let's see if this attack can actually succeed. I would be surprised if it did. Well, it looks like it was mostly successful. And Joao just converted. Okay, yeah, it's a Christian world. The thing that's killing... This holy city is actually a poison pill for Stalin. Because if he was in Christianity, his situation would be significantly better. Actually, I didn't think that this city was going to fall. But if these... Well, no, there's only... if these units can promote... It's going to be close. Those horse archers can promote. The defenders actually do not have enough XP to promote. It's going to be close, but I think Napoleon dies this turn. So let's watch this. Nope, held out another turn. And it looks like this stack paused to heal. That's actually not a bad call by this stack pausing to heal, because there's more units coming in. But of course it will give more time for Joao to heal his units too. All right, Napoleon is somehow clinging to life a little bit longer. This makes it more and more likely that Gandhi's actually going to be the one to capture this, because Roosevelt has been coming up a bit short here. Yeah, it is making it more likely that Gandhi's actually going to be the one to come over here and get this kill. All right, here comes some elephants. Oh, well, Ragnar got the first city. And Joao is... All right, so remember how we said Coimbra looked like it might be bugged? Coimbra does appear to be building units now. All right. Well, Ragnar's very odd empire building approach seems to be paying off. Maybe Ragnar for second place still has a chance. Maybe. The fact that Napoleon is still alive, he's keeping Gandhi and Roosevelt locked in warfare. By the way, Vicky's still just building over there. Still just building. I mean, he can't hold out much longer, but the longer he holds here, the probably better it is for Ragnar, because it gives Ragnar more time. I mean, Joao only has 4 cities. It's not like he's very strong. Ragnar's actually pretty strong at this point. He's got, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Granted, a lot of these are tundra ice balls, but, you know, if he can actually run over Portugal, he might have something here, maybe. He's also keeping up in tech to at least some extent. We still don't know who Stalin is plotting with. We see, again, the smart move is for him to jump on the kill Portugal train. The poor move is to attack Roosevelt, who is significantly stronger. So he'll probably attack Roosevelt. Probably. It can't be Gandhi because he started plotting when he was in forced peace with Gandhi. Anyway, Napoleon is still holding out for right now. Temporarily, at least. And Vicky continues to be attacked by no one, even though she has massive border tension with everyone under the sun. I still think Roosevelt and Victoria fight at some point because they just have so much border tension. It's wild. The main thing that's, unless they can get up to friendly, obviously that would swing it. But no, he's only +3, because they've got that huge border tension, -3 there. Think it's likely Stalin betrays Napoleon? He could absolutely do that too. That is a possibility. Gandhi is bringing the hammer over here, though. Gandhi's got a real stack. Yeah, Stalin is building up a stack here, so maybe he is plotting against... Wants to get that last city. Maybe. I think Gandhi's going to get it, though. It's been a great game for Gandhi. Anyway, over here, it looks like Ragnar is still rebuilding his stack, so for the time being, we'll watch what's going on in... Over here in France, I thought for sure Roosevelt would get this, but it looks like it's going to be Gandhi at this point. Yeah, that's, I think that's more than the defenders can hold here, but we'll see. Great artist born for Vicky as well. By the way, this southern part of the map is still very open. Vicky having this one city down here, and then there's another Barb city here that, again, is not being touched by anyone. Well, let's see if Napoleon can hold this. I don't think he can, but I've said that like 7 other times, and he keeps surviving somehow. He has very little left in here. All right, Vicky getting her shrine is actually pretty significant. How many cities? Yeah, 22 cities. That's going to cause her teching to be even better at this point. So I mean, surely this has to be the last turn. There's 2 axes, a spear, and an archer in here. I know they have a billion promotions, but surely this has to be it, right? Yes. All right, Gandhi claiming another kill. Sargon has died in combat. I don't see how one of the high piece weight AIs doesn't win this at this point. I'm really struggling to see how one of them could not win. All right, yeah, Napoleon first to die. I did say I thought his position was a little bit weak, but I did not expect Stalin to attack him. Stalin attacking him is what ended his game. That's what completely flipped this. All right, so Napoleon is first to die. Gandhi gets the kill, of all things. That war declaration was not the smartest. All right, so let's mark the kill for Gandhi. This is turn 134, pretty early. Game 6, turn 134. Turn 134. All right, first up, did a lot of people have Napoleon as first eliminated? I don't think most people did. This game has definitely not gone how I was anticipating. Yeah, I don't see many people who had that. All right, some 130, so that's about 25 out of our close to 300, so not a lot of entrants, but some people did have it. And then for fantasy purposes, so Napoleon is a 2-point score for being first to die for Bellamorph. That's pretty good value to get a first to die out of a 22, get the 2 points from. Unfortunately, Not a lot of leaders moving on to the playoffs right now for Bellamorph. And then the kill went to Gandhi. So where was the Gandhi bid? Yeah, Kajatli got Gandhi for 15. What the heck? That might be the absolute steal bid of the entire fantasy contest. How did he get Gandhi for 15? That was maybe not so good by everybody else in the fantasy bidding contest. Napoleon was last place, yeah. Gandhi looking really good in this game. He's in great shape. Yeah, it was early on. That's true. It was right at the beginning of the auction. All right. So let's click next turn. I guess for Stalin's sake, at least the borders of Orleans or Orleans are going to pop out here to a certain extent. Yeah. Vicky has a lot of religions right now. Is she already in... Does she have enough religions to be going the cultural route? Does anyone know? She will be contesting with Gandhi, I think, for a cultural victory. Anyway, let's just check in and see if anyone's plotting. Vicky is just in total peaceful builder mode. Roosevelt's not plotting. Gandhi is not plotting either. Ragnar is in a war, so he's not going to join one. Stalin is apparently still plotting, and Joao's in a war. Again, the smart thing for Stalin would be to go attack Portugal. We'll see if he can do that. The problem for Stalin is no one shares his religion. He's the only one who has this one, and he's not well liked, right? Like look at how everybody feels about him. So I guess actually Joao's like the only one who likes him. They're pleased, but like Victoria's annoyed, Gandhi's annoyed. The one thing that would be good about fighting him is he could potentially get mutual military struggle bonus with Ragnar, and that might get him up to pleased from cautious. But the field is not looking great there. Meanwhile, Gandhi hates Ragnar, and Joao hates Ragnar. Okay, yeah. Well, that's because they're at war. Basically, if you want Ragnar or Stalin to do anything, they need to get Joao off the board so they can at least remove another medium to high piece weight. Because right now it's 4 higher piece weight AIs and 2 low piece weight. If they can swing that to 2 versus 3, they have at least a shot. But they're not looking good right now, to say the least. All right, Vicky is kind of running away with the game from a GMP perspective. Production is a lot closer. I don't know. Oh, this was when he apparently just didn't build anything for a couple turns. I have no idea what that was. Food, Roosevelt, Gandhi, Victoria. Again, kind of clearly the strongest AIs. Power. Everybody's pretty close except Joao's in a lot of trouble. Culture. Vicky apparently detonated a culture bomb. Which city was it in? Coventry. She detonated it in Coventry. Oh, it was in that city that was getting super squeezed. Okay, this does make it more likely that Roosevelt and Vicky are going to go to war because they have just an immense amount of cultural pressure on one another. Now, she's pleased with him, and she won't declare war at pleased. He's pleased, and he will declare. But, yeah, I mean, that's possible down the road. Anyway, I guess for the time being, we'll watch the one war that is still going on. Can we see research? Okay, quick check-in. Stalin is okay, he's upgrading units. He's running the slider. Let's check in like 5 turns when he's not upgrading units, because I think we can get a better sense then. All right, and we've got a big, well, I'm gonna say big Ragnar stack, but not quite. It takes him so long to walk his units across the map. He is still sending them across the map, but it just takes them forever. Vicky can plot where it pleased. Oh, okay. Interesting. These high piece weights that actually don't mind fighting. Okay, that was not smart. Joao had moved a little mini stack out, and then Ragnar just obliterated it. Oh, Stalin, I was hoping you wouldn't do that. All right, Stalin. Well, that was not a good decision. I really was hoping you would join in with Ragnar. Stalin apparently has just decided to cosplay as Montezuma this game. His actions have just been so bizarre. I don't see this ending well, because Roosevelt's ahead of him in tech and has more food and has more power. Like Roosevelt, he got in a good sucker punch on Roosevelt because he did kill a decent sized stack. But GNP, Roosevelt's ahead. Production, Roosevelt's ahead. Food, Roosevelt's ahead. Score, we can see the scoreboard. Like, this is unlikely to go well, but I mean, I guess we'll see. Maybe he wanted to make a play. Oh, no, I was going to say make a play at Paris, but Gandhi has that city. Meanwhile, Gandhi, I'm sure, is just going to go ahead and do his thing. Well, we'll see, but I don't anticipate this going well. Maybe I'll be surprised, but swords generally do not do very well against longbows, and there's a lot of units in that city. I think this is going to backfire pretty badly. But yeah, and it looks like Ragnar retreated to heal up his stack. So we'll watch what's going on here. Vicky's already on Gil. It's like the fact that Vicky has not been attacked the entire game is just mind-boggling to me. I do not understand how she managed to dodge aggression. She literally settled right up on top of the low piece weight leaders, like literally in their face, and yet at no point in time has anyone attacked her. Have to feel like that's a little bit unlikely of an outcome. But yeah, I don't know. I really think it's between these three leaders as far as who wins. I don't see much hope for Ragnar or Stalin, and then Joao is just really far behind. So I think it's going to come down to these three who are not popular picks to win, but some people had them. Like I said, some people did. So yeah, and Roosevelt just popped a golden age too. He's about to unlock maces because he already has civil service. And I don't feel like swords are going to do much against maces. I think Stalin's just too far behind. He's just bungled this game really badly with his constant insane aggression against targets. I mean, Ragnar's probably going to take out Joao as long as no one else intervenes. But all this just means that Gandhi and Victoria just get further ahead. Like, they're the ones who are in the best shape. And they're just going to get further and further ahead. Yeah, the Stalin stack just got wiped. Unless they signed peace. That's the only... Otherwise, Stalin's stack got wiped. Yeah, his stack just got wiped out. Not looking good for Stalin. Not looking good. And Vicky has quite an edge in technology at this point. Yeah, he keeps moving units into Roosevelt's territory, and then they just instantly get wiped out. I keep waiting for Ragnar to move out, and I guess he's waiting for this stack to heal. It's quite a stack. Yeah, there's only 4 cities remaining for Joao, so... And Ragnar is certainly building units. I really thought that Ragnar would attack Victoria. The fact that he walked all the way across the map to attack Joao just really confuses me. Stalin Sharkfin, sure. You want to see him getting obliterated? Yeah. I mean, they were somewhat comparable in power when the war started. They are not comparable in power anymore. It's not going well. We could have a late game showdown between Victoria and Roosevelt, though. As I said, it is possibility just because they have all the border tension, because they haven't been able to get up to friendly yet. Now, if they get up to friendly, then we've got a next turn peaceful click fest for a long time. Victoria's sure building a lot of wonders. And just advancing through the tech tree. Anyway, Ragnar still has not moved his stack out. He's got a lot of units in here. Still has not bothered. And I just want to like throw up my hands at this point. It's like, is the whole field just determined to let Vicky never fight a war and just take the whole map? Some of you might remember in season 6 when the only game Vicky's ever won, she got to settle like 18 cities without anyone fighting her. And we were like, wow, this is really weird. I can't believe this is happening. Well, when I replayed that map 20 times, that never happened again, nor did it even come close to happening again. So I wonder if this is just like one of those games. Yeah, is Vicky plotting war? She might be. Okay. She apparently has enough on her hands right now. Well, I mean, the most likely target is Stalin. But she could also be plotting against Ragnar, who has his whole army on the other side of the map. Now, the game gets interesting if she decides to declare war on Roosevelt. Then it gets interesting. But I think it's more likely that her target is someone else. She already has knights. My God. Because I feel like she would have her army in this city if she were plotting against Roosevelt, but she doesn't have her army in that city. I'm not sure where she's assembling them. I guess we'll find out. Because if she attacks Ragnar or Stalin, the game is just over, and it's just who wins, Vicky, Gandhi, or Roosevelt. That's the only remaining question as soon as that happens. Wait, Joao built the Hagia Sophia. Why in the world is he building wonders at a time like this? Also, Ragnar is really taking his time healing this stack. Oh, I guess he's waiting for these units. I mean, he's got a lot of units over here. This is actually be the perfect moment for Vicky to attack Ragnar because his whole army is way over here in Portugal. For the moment, though, we'll keep an eye on this conflict over here. Yeah, now that maces are about to appear for Roosevelt, I just don't see what Stalin does against these. So for interest's sake, I'm kind of hoping that Vicky is plotting against Roosevelt just because that would make the game a little bit more interesting. But I do not think that that is what's actually happening. Yeah, this stack has just been chilling here for a while with Ragnar. Sooner or later, I'd expect him to move it out. But he just seems content to hang out here. He's got a ton of units over here. Vicky going liberalism or economics. How many were outliers? There's pretty common paths that pop up again and again. She is going economics, not liberalism. But don't be surprised if she picks up the liberalism prize too. Furthermore, we're starting to see Roosevelt bringing some stacks forward. The elephants that Stalin has are kind of helping him out because that's the only... And she already has paper as well. All right, it looks like Ragnar is starting to move forward. Gandhi is still just doing his thing, going culture, I suppose. He only has... Now, here's the thing about Gandhi. He only has access to 2 religions right now. Normally, he'll have like 5 or 6. So it's really going to slow down his culture path if he can't get another religion beyond just 2 is not really it's going to be very hard for him to win by culture. I mean, he can still do it, but it's going to be slow because he'll only be able to build 2 sets of cathedrals. So that is going to slow him down. Did you edit the map near Joao? And I don't know. I can't remember. Why does everyone keep saying that I did something to Joao? I think he's just playing a bad game. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like everyone's like trying to find an explanation. I mean, what happened is he got to 5 cities and then he started plotting war, but like he never actually declared war. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think he just really played a bad game here. I don't know. I don't think it's like some crazy map edit thing. I think he got locked into war planning and then just like that really messed him up. But I could be wrong. I don't know. As Vicky continues to build every wonder under the sun. Maybe we can try to spot where her... I mean, it looks like she is building a stack here, which would suggest she might be going after Stalin. He plotted war but didn't build units. Okay, she kind of has a stack over here in York as well. I don't know what's going on. Gandhi's going to need to go to space. Yeah, I mean, it's very bizarre, but we have seen the AI do a lot of weird stuff in these games, so... I don't know. This is a very, very slow offensive from Ragnar. He's sure taking his time. All right, Roosevelt's about to pick up guilds as well, and it looks like he's now decisively swapped this over to the offensive. He's already got Rostov under siege. Again, I think this is the beginning of the end for Stalin, for our favorite here. Yeah, there's no way Gandhi can beat Vicky to space. That's just not happening. Let me tell you, Vicky is... Well, I mean, if Gandhi gets big enough, maybe. Yeah, this city is already in a lot of trouble. And Ragnar's moving his stack forward again. I mean, Ragnar does have somewhat of a path to victory. Ragnar's path to victory is, well, maybe not victory, but at least relevancy is Vicky ignores rifling for like an ungodly long time, and Ragnar is able to hit her with like grenadiers or something while she continues to ignore rifles. Anyway, we have turn 150, so we can do an overview. So score, we've seen there, GMP. Vicky is the clear leader in GMP. Ragnar's GMP has actually fallen a fair bit recently. Production, Roosevelt was in a golden age. Gandhi's now in a golden age. Food, about what we've seen. Although Vicky's been ticking, Roosevelt's been ticking down. I guess he's been whipping a fair bit. Ragnar is a little bit low, but that's because he has so many tundra cities. He doesn't actually have a lot of food. And then power, you can see Stalin's power is collapsed and Roosevelt's at the top of the list. In terms of research rate, Stalin's at 192. Gandhi's at 270. Joao's at 91. Wow, he has no costs at all. That's actually not a good sign. Ragnar's at 119. Yeah, he can only run 40% on the slider. He must have really bad... yeah, he's paying a lot for units. He has like a ton of units. Roosevelt, 148. And Vicky's got to be ahead by... Yeah, she's ahead by quite a bit. The 371. Yeah, Ragnar's got to have some pretty high expenses. All right, I expect that this city, Rostov, is going to fall pretty soon. Unless Stalin can do something here. Vicky is... Yeah, Vicky's actually heading culture over Gandhi as well. I do not think that is enough to hold that city. Meanwhile, Ragnar is continuing to mount like the slowest offensive I've ever seen. No, we've seen some other slower ones, but it's certainly not fast over there. He has more than enough units. He's just taking his time. Yeah, that defense at Rostov went very poorly because you can see all of Roosevelt's units are damaged, but when they're all sitting there damaged but not dead, that means they killed a whole bunch of enemy units. So unless there's a miracle here for Stalin... All right, now this stack is slotted forward. It had... Oh, but... The one catapult, Kiss of Death. There are more catapults a tile behind. Hopefully, for Ragnar's sake, they won't die. But I think Rostov is definitely captured here. Yep. And this is probably the beginning of the end for Stalin. Just too much fighting, too many enemies. A very poorly played game from Stalin. I mean, you can just look at the map. Like, look at his borders on the map. He just has so little territory under his control. He's done a very, very poor job. If Roosevelt can take over all of his territory, though, you know, that's not bad. And Roosevelt, there is danger here for Roosevelt because he might, if he takes this, there's a good chance he flips into Taoism. And then he would no longer have the shared religion benefit. It's like this city has been a poison pill for everybody. Anyway, so next up, we'll watch this. The city Coimbra 100% dies as soon as the walls are down. And I expect it'll continue to get bombarded. There are 7 catapults here, so... If Stalin is conquered, can Ragnar still reinforce his push? Good question. Does he have open borders with some of these leaders, out of curiosity? He has open borders with everyone except Gandhi, so he'll be okay for the time being. All right, so Roosevelt is already on the march with his next stack towards Moscow. Stalin doesn't even have metal casting yet. That's not great for Stalin. All right, that city just lost almost all of its defenses. And all right, this stack is still kind of fiddling around, not doing anything. But Coimbra should fall on one of these turns. I think that just took out all the defenses. Is this city on a hill? No, it is not. I mean, it's mostly defended by catapults. Oh, hello, Gandhi on the warpath. Well, that if you had any hope for Stalin, that just ended it. As I said, and this is not good news for Ragnar either, because all the low piece weight AIs are in the process of dying. So I'm not really feeling Ragnar's long-term chances here either. Yeah, Gandhi going out for it. Gandhi, could this be the rare game where Gandhi goes for space instead of culture? As I said, I think we're rapidly approaching Victoria, Gandhi, Roosevelt, and no one else alive. Well, Ragnar will be a factor for a while, but I think he's probably going to pick wars he can't win. Yeah, so that city's about to get captured. And Joao still just has the 4 cities remaining. But like the problem for Ragnar is even if he takes, wow, Vicky continuing to build every cultural thing under the sun. But so here's the one weakness for Vicky. She still does not have very many cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She has 6 and then these 2 colonies way over here. So she still doesn't really have that many cities. Roosevelt and Gandhi could end up being a lot bigger than her, especially if they keep eating up Stalin, which seems very, very likely at this point. Because like those knights, they're on the march and they're tearing through Stalin pretty good. But we should see Joao's city captured here as Ragnar's cross-map offensive continues. And he only has to take 3 in there. Vicky just got a golden. Is that the Taj Golden Age? No, it's not. And we said she was plotting war too, right? Yeah. In theory, she's plotting war at least. In theory, she's been plotting war. I don't know where I don't really see a stack from her, though. Okay, here it is. She's got her stack in London. What? That's a weird place to be rallying units. Well, we'll check in on that periodically. But yeah, she's rallying units to London. What an odd thing to do. All right, so next up, we're probably going to see Moscow get captured soonish because it's already losing its defenses. And up here, Gandhi is moving a pretty big stack. So Vicky completed a shrine for one of her minority religions. I don't think this only is in 2 cities. That hasn't spread at all. But it will give culture if her aim is to go for a cultural victory, which I suspect it is at this point. I think Moscow is probably the next. Actually, no, I think Gandhi's city up there is going to be the next target. At least Stalin managed to get to Maces, but he is badly outnumbered here. Gandhi is continuing to roll forward. Gandhi now has Paris under his control. He got the whole river valley between him and Napoleon now under his control. And now Gandhi, Gandhi did get the holy city for this. Now he already has his own holy city, so he's not going to swap out of that. And this doesn't help him spread another religion around either, because he already had access to Taoism. So that's not going to help there either. But yeah, now it's just who gets more of the spoils from Stalin dying. You know, when Stalin went for the early Stalin going for the early bronze working, I think really was like a kiss of death in this game, because as soon as he connected that early copper. All right, well, actually, Gandhi just got the divine right religion, right? Yeah, he got the divine right religion, so that's all the religions gone. So he has 3, and Victoria has the other 4. 3 holy cities is probably enough to put him back in culture mode, though, if he wasn't in it before. That's probably enough. Anyway, I'm watching to see if... all right, so Ragnar is going to continue pushing forward here. He has no siege in this stack, though. Oh, I should have been watching that. Yeah, there down goes Stalin's capital. I knew that was about to take place. By the way, the berserkers with the orange pants are pretty funny. We had to change the color because we already had Gandhi in this game. We didn't want two light purple civs, but the bright orange pants is pretty funny. All right. Anyway, so Ragnar is slowly moving forward here, but yeah, no siege in that stack means he's not going to be able to. That means that stack is almost certainly dead. He's just going to suicide it. Oh, there's a catapult 1 tile behind. I wonder if he'll actually wait for that catapult. And then he has one other catapult here. But he could end up just throwing away this stack because he doesn't have siege in it. Anyway, if you're curious about the power, here we go. Stalin and Joao are pretty low. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever picking Stalin again. I've been because I picked him a couple times in recent years, and he's done poorly each time I've picked him. But I thought that this game with this start, I thought, okay, this start is a really juicy starting position. But yeah, he really disappointed pretty badly in this one. All right, there's another stack coming forward. Where is this stack going? I don't know where Ragnar's going with these stacks. Somewhat unclear. I guess that stack paused to heal. Well, he managed to get a catapult in that stack, so it won't just instantly commit suicide. All right, Vicky got the Taj Mahal. She is continuing to play the econ game exceedingly well. Yeah, like Ragnar's going to have guilds, but the only way Ragnar has success in a future war is he has to have the 2v1 edge. Like he could do well against Vicky if like Roosevelt's attacking from the other side, but I don't think he can win 1v1 against any of the top 3 AIs at this point. Anyway, so Gandhi is still moving forward. It looks like he's about to take Lyon here, and he does. And now, like, these cities that Ragnar's capturing, they're, like, going to be crushed by Gandhi's culture anyway. So, like, Ragnar's not even going to get much out of this. I mean, he's going to get some cities out of it, but not a whole lot. I mean, he'll have, like, another little mini core over here, but it's certainly nowhere near as good as if he'd been able to, like, hit Victoria or something. Ragnar he did not actually throw away his stack. He actually managed to connect a catapult with it, but it's going to take a long time for the cats to take this city's borders down because he only has a couple of them over here. Yeah, he can chip off 8% per turn. Fortunately for him, Joao doesn't have castles yet, but he will soonish. Are there more catapults coming in here? No, not really. He's got like one more. I mean, he will kill Joao as long as someone doesn't intervene in this war. But it might take a little bit. Stalin only has 2 cities left as well. He's down to just St. Petersburg and what's the city in the south? Novgorod. It looks like Roosevelt will get at least one of these. Yeah, there's that settler he never used. He built the settler and then it just stood there the entire game. Well, going to be some very awkward borders here once Stalin and Joao are gone. Ragnar's going to have this utterly bizarrely shaped empire. Which city falls next? Lisbon or I think St. Petersburg is going to be next. Vicky's already on printing. I mean, if Vicky picks up rifling, if she like goes for early rifling, the only way people have a chance against her is if she does this. She was not on the rifling beeline. But it could be an interesting race between these high piece weight AIs. Anyway, St. Petersburg should fall. Lisbon still has like half of its cultural defenses left. Now up to 3 catapults shooting in. Then there's 2 more unescorted catapults over there. Vicky just went free market. She's still in Christian. Also, if Vicky drops Christianity, if she goes free religion, that would also. Oh wow, Gandhi went. Okay, that's right. He moves before Roosevelt. Roosevelt did a very nice job of knocking out all the culture for him. Gandhi continuing to grab more territory. Gandhi is getting big. I mean, right now it's hard to see because we've got the Stalin borders everywhere, but. Like if we zoom back in, Gandhi has a lot of territory in this game. Could Gandhi get another kill? He's already got 1 in this game. It was funny. Gandhi actually had the most kills out of the 7 leaders in this game. Gandhi had the most historic kills, other than Stalin had the most, but then Gandhi had the second most, which is just wild. All right, this city Lisbon should fall any turn now. It's just as soon as the defenses are down, these Okay, yeah. Well, I caught it at the right moment. I never quite understand why the AI will bombard to like 15% and then attack at 15%. I don't quite understand that logic, but they do stuff like that sometimes. So anyway, yeah, this, I mean, Joao is going to be out of the game pretty soon. Again, barring someone else joining. Never got past the 5 cities. Victoria, no, that's like this unbroken stretch across her territory. I mean, in theory, she's still plotting war, right? Isn't she in theory? Nope, she canceled her plotting. Okay, so she canceled. She's got a lot of knights up there. A lot of knights up there. And it's Vicky and Gandhi that have the 2 big score leads. Roosevelt has not actually gotten that much out of these wars. Unfortunate for him, but like if you look back, for all that it feels like Roosevelt's a really strong AI, but like he didn't get a single city out of the conquest of Napoleon. He didn't get any of Napoleon's cities. He has picked up only 2 cities from Stalin. He got Rostov and Moscow. Gandhi has gotten everything else. So like as much as I kind of felt like Roosevelt was becoming this really strong AI, but like he kind of hasn't really picked up very much, which feels weird, but yeah, like he hasn't really gotten that much. So anyway, we'll watch Stalin's last stand here. Another great prophet for Victoria. Well, now what we would need is Gandhi and Victoria to fight. Oh, is Vicky on rifling? If she's on rifling, I feel like that's just game over because no one can touch her once that happens. But like everybody else, all this other fighting has bought enough time that like I just feel like Vicky kind of has this in the bag as soon as she picks up. Who stops her once she gets rifling? The only thing is someone else winning by culture before but she's gonna go culture, presumably. I think she's going culture. I don't know. No, Vicky canceled her plotting. We just checked that a couple turns ago, but good suggestion. So anyway, yeah, these wars are continuing to wind on. I don't know. It could be a big race. Could be a good race between Vicky and Gandhi. It'd be kind of funny if they both go culture and they're just both racing to who can get a cultural victory faster. Now Gandhi moves first before Roosevelt. There's a chance that Gandhi gets this kill too. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Who does everybody think it's going to be? Is it going to be Gandhi or is it going to be Roosevelt? Mostly matters for fantasy scoring purposes. It's Roosevelt. Okay. Like I said, mostly mattered for fantasy scoring purposes. So Stalin, yeah, you know, I kind of thought this was going to happen the minute he walked across the map to declare war on Napoleon. I kind of thought this was going to happen. It was just, it was like the one leader he had to not attack. I think he could have made a case for him attacking literally anyone else, but Napoleon was the absolute worst possible target for him to attack because they're both low piece weight AIs. They needed each other. They needed to be working together. The minute he ran across the map to attack Napoleon, he ended the game for himself, basically. What a huge mistake. So, yeah, pretty much, as I said, pretty much ensured that one of the high piece weights would win as soon as he did that. What a dumb decision that was. Stalin played such a poor game. Really, really poor game. I haven't even finished the game 5 alternate histories, but now I'm already like, man, I kind of want to see the game 6 alternate histories because I don't think him attacking Napoleon is a common outcome, and I do think that kind of sent this game off the rails. But it did happen, as we said. We can have unpredictable things happen. So Roosevelt gets the kill, credit. Oh, Stalin, we got to write down. He was eliminated on turn 177. Game 6, turn 177. Another pool 1 leader to suffer an early exit, and that only has fantasy scoring implications. So Stalin, who had Stalin, is out without scoring any points. Sorry, Henrik. I thought he was a good... I still think that if we replay this map, he might do better. And the point goes to Roosevelt, who is on Amika's team. All right. Back to Civ4 for the moment. All right. Not sure we're going to get to the 12 war declarations I picked either. Okay, so now the only thing that's really interesting that's going on is watching Ragnar. Can we have a parallel picking contest using the alternate history results? I mean, it's kind of hard, right? You can't do that until after the season's over. I don't know. Let me put it this way. All the data in the spreadsheet is available for the community. If someone wants to run that analysis, and someone did, that's right. Who did that? Was it Oops who ran that last year? We did have someone who ran it for the opening round, what the scoring contest would have looked like. Oh, no, for the whole game, they did what the scoring would have looked like if the most common outcome had happened in every game. So we did have someone run that, and I think it was Oops, I forgot, but I could be wrong, and I apologize if it was someone else. But we did actually have someone run that analysis. I will just say I would not like to. I do not particularly want to run that, but others are welcome to do so, and in fact, others have done so. Oh, boy, and now Roosevelt's going after... Oh, boy. Okay, well, that was a lot sooner than I thought. I wonder if that's... I was going to say I wonder if that's Joao buying him into the war, but probably not. Well, anyway, this definitely means that Joao might be able to survive. Maybe. Maybe. He's going to be down to 1 city after this. But again, Gandhi and Victoria, like, what could be better for them? Now Ragnar's tied up fighting Roosevelt, who is not... who he can't even take territory away from, except maybe this city. Like, they don't even border each other. But anyway, this city certainly will fall. It's mostly a 1v1, because Joao is almost irrelevant. But it's not entirely a 1v1. I mean, this city is going to get hit pretty good here. Now, are there any... There's actually no siege in this, but it's not like there's anything defending this city, so it's not going to matter. Roosevelt versus Ragnar, yep. So this city's going to fall, and then that city's going to fall. What, again, a very weird game, so double cities falling here. Portugal's down to just 1 city left, but he might get a bit of a reprieve because of this war declaration. There you go. You can refresh the map, and we'll look at the situation. At least, so they both have knights. Just out of curiosity, we can see what military techs they have available. They're very comparable in power. And if you're curious about who has what units, so Ragnar has he has knights. He is not especially close to having. He's actually a long way away from the next generation of military tech, unless he goes for grenadiers. I think Roosevelt's definitely ahead of. No, Roosevelt's about the same. So they both have all the medieval units and not much more. Ragnar's about to unlock muskets, so they're basically even in tech as well. Of course, it doesn't help Ragnar that he's also at war with Portugal, but yeah, I mean, there's like nothing left for Portugal, just the 1 city. Still, this is a pretty big stack over here. Now, where's Gandhi going? Roosevelt about to have radioactive symbol land. Yeah, Roosevelt is surprisingly far behind. By the way, did Vicky ever take the liberalism prize, just out of curiosity? No, she left it, so Gandhi's about to claim it. Gandhi's about to claim the liberal. Vicky's actually very far ahead. I mean, it makes sense. She's financial. She has a lot of territory. She's never been attacked by anybody. So, like, it makes total sense that she's ahead. I just think it's very unlikely that she never... I just feel like when playing this game that the odds that Vicky would just be completely ignored by every AI for the whole game feels very low to me. Oh, now Lisbon just got captured, too. Roosevelt's just running right through these recent conquests. Interesting. I mean, they're fighting like over the fighting in this area where there's no culture, which is always very weird when it happens. And now Ragnar's about to go take this city back again because again there's no culture, and he got his big stack. So, and then yeah, Gandhi, what did he liberalism? Just out of curiosity. I think he took nationalism. Pretty sure he took nationalism. Yeah, but we've got this weird situation where 2 big armies are fighting in an area where like neither of them have cultural borders. I don't know quite what to make of that. So now Ragnar takes that city back again. And now Roosevelt took this city. What is going on? This is so weird. Ragnar. Yeah, now they traded again. Who is winning these trades? I don't even know. Let's see the graph. It looks like Roosevelt's getting the better of it so far, from what I can tell. Very, very weird. Yeah, cue the Looney Tunes music indeed. Between the two of them, Ragnar moves first and then Roosevelt moves second. I think part of the problem for Ragnar is he can't really get units over to this theater. Like what he has here. Okay, he can move through Victoria's borders. So he can move units this way, but he's probably going to send units here, his reinforcements. Here comes a Roosevelt stack. Oh, there's actually a pretty big Roosevelt stack here. It's a very weird, very, very weird war that we're seeing over here. I think that, I don't want to go on a limb, I think that Ragnar is winning this competition over here in former Portugal, but I'm less certain about what's going on down here at this city of Gelling. They actually both have huge armies down here. I'm less certain what's going on down there. And meanwhile, Gandhi and Victoria just continue to do their thing. At least we get to see something going on. Is Gandhi pursuing culture now? He might. And now that city just got recaptured again. Now Lisbon got captured and this city got recaptured. What is going on? Also, it looks like Gandhi's about to declare war on someone. Who is Gandhi potentially plotting on? Well, the only one he really dislikes is Ragnar. So again, I said Ragnar with all the other low peace weight AIs being rolled up. It was very bad news for him. Also, apparently another city planted by Portugal. Tossed another city down to try to survive, I guess. I mean, yeah. He's furious. From religion, yeah, -4 furious. Oh boy. Yeah, like I said, I don't think Ragnar is... I did say I was very concerned about Ragnar's long-term position because once the other low peace weights start dying, it starts to look pretty ugly for him. Yeah, I mean, I think that this... Unless there's a Barb city that this is going... I mean, it's possible this is going for the Barb city. We could just check to see... I guess we could just check to see if Gandhi's plotting war. He is not plotting war, so he is going for the Barb city. He's running that massive stack down here to fight the Barb city, apparently. So Gandhi is not in war-making mode. This city is probably just going to get gifted to Gandhi because it's so crushed by culture. This is such a bizarre sideshow over here. And this city, I think, is going to get recaptured again back to Ragnar. I don't know what this stack is doing. This is a very large stack. It has 33 units in it. Just wondering if Ragnar was running units to there. I don't suppose Vicky's plotting war at all. Nope, Vicky's still not plotting war either. Vicky and Gandhi just completely content to just stay out of wars for the most part. All right, yeah, these units are just kind of chilling in there. But, I mean, long-term, this is a really bad position for Ragnar because the low peace weight makes the other AIs inclined to dislike him. As Vicky builds statue. Like, Vicky has indeed ignored rifling tech, but it didn't matter because no one's bothered her. And, like, the only one who would attack her was maybe Roosevelt, but he's in a war with Ragnar. So, like, everything just continues to play out perfectly for Vicky. Just, like, over and over and over again, everything plays out exactly the way she'd want. As I said, just feels like a really weird game. That's true. If Gandhi doesn't have it already, he could get Christianity. He does appear to be... he's building cathedrals, so I'm assuming from that he's in cultural mode. And I think Vicky is in cultural mode too, although I'm not exactly sure. So I'd say if I had to guess that we're probably headed for a cultural finish. Anyway, so that city of war is going to get captured yet again by Ragnar. There's like nothing left. All right, and now Roosevelt's big stack has moved forward, and there's very little to defend it over here. I don't know where Ragnar's units are, but they're certainly not over here at Bjorgvin. I mean, so, like, Ragnar continuing to catch that. And he'll probably take this city back, too. But, like, this is all... Wait, where's that? Oh, yeah, Gandhi took the barbarian city. No surprise. But, like, all this just kind of feels like it's irrelevant details. The only stuff that actually matters is the Gandhi and Victoria. And, like, Victoria has finally gone rifling. She was very slow to research it. But, you know, if no one attacks you, if you just... Because, like, look at all the tech she researched. She researched communism, physics, the whole democracy line, astronomy, corporation. She ignored this tech for a long time, but, you know, no one has attacked her the entire game. So now that window has closed, and I don't really see. I think it's just between Gandhi and Vicky as far as who wins the game. Look at her culture crushing poor Roosevelt. I don't really see how Ragnar gets up to second place from this point either. I just think it's going to be... I think it's going to be Gandhi or Victoria, one of them in first place, one of them in second place. I don't really see any other outcome that's very likely at this point. And, like, Roosevelt's bringing another... So, like, right now, over here, Ragnar's running around, like, grabbing colonies, but Roosevelt's kind of bringing his main army down here, and it's not looking so good for Ragnar. At least we got these little sideshows to look at while what has otherwise been a fairly uneventful game for the leaders. Vicky's never been attacked once. Gandhi had the 2v1, but like he effortlessly shrugged off that 2v1. It's been a good game from the high peace weights. They all played solidly. The low peace weights played kind of like idiots in this game. Again, I wonder if it's... Yeah, I don't know. You know, we were all going into this map thinking that like the starts on the bottom side of the map had an advantage because the map was so much bigger, but it has not played that way at all. It's been all the northern high peace weight AIs in very cramped starts that have just been tearing it up. Anyway, so that city got recaptured, but like what did this adventure against Schwal do for Ragnar? What has he gained here? He has 3 absolutely tiny cities. Where's Coimbra? Where is Coimbra anyway? Captured by... Can I click on it in the chat? Oh, it was this city up here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like this little sideshow, like what has he gotten from it? Absolutely nothing. If he had attacked Victoria instead, I don't know if he could have made progress. I honestly don't know. But he might have been able to. Whereas instead he just spent all his time fighting a completely irrelevant war and let the high peace weight AIs just do their thing. So, I mean, kudos to them. They definitely played better. Like, it's not like Gandhi and Victoria and Roosevelt are undeserving leaders. They played great here. I just feel like it's this is just kind of a really weird... I don't know. It feels like an outlier result. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe these AIs actually are the strongest ones on the map. But it feels like it was pretty wacky. Like, Ragnar's first target is Portugal. It's like, what? Stalin's first target is Napoleon. It's like, wait, what? Are you sure that that's the most likely outcome? Because I feel like that probably isn't the way this map is supposed to go. But anyway, yeah, Roosevelt's making... Looks like he's starting to make some progress here. Because he definitely looks like he's stronger than Ragnar now. And we might have Joao survive a little bit. He might actually just survive in general because... I mean, I'm not sure I see the other AIs coming down here to fight him. How do the other AIs feel about him out of curiosity? All right, well, Roosevelt is friendly. Victoria's... Okay, Ragnar doesn't like him. Gandhi is pleased. Gandhi doesn't declare it pleased. No one declares it friendly. And Vicky is... Come on, she's not going to go attack... Let me put it this way. Exceedingly unlikely she would go attack him. So he might survive with these 2 cities, even though he's played really poorly in this game. So nobody really dislikes him. Now compare that to Ragnar. Again... Vicky likes him. She's actually cautious at +8, but everybody else in the game detests him. So like that's why he has little shot. Also why I was pretty sure that Stalin was in so much trouble too, because Stalin adopted that religion. He got the Taoist holy city poison pill at Orleans. So like even though he pulled off these miraculous conquests, he wasn't really improving his position with them, because taking this city, like, okay, capturing Lyon, capturing Orléans, like, obviously it was nice to capture these cities, but it didn't really do anything more than just settling cities. Like, instead of capturing that, he could have just settled this spot over on the eastern side of the map. And, like, that would have done the same thing without having him invest huge amounts of production into military units that just had to die. So, yeah, I mean, it didn't really do that much for him. And then it also caused him to adopt a religion that nobody else had. So Roosevelt looks like he's finally mopping up the Portuguese pocket over here, for lack of better words. He's in the process of mopping this up. Yeah, he just took another city. And then this city surely can't hold for very long. So all of the fighting that Ragnar did has just ended up being completely pointless. And now he's starting to lose core cities as well. But again, not to keep repeating the same point, this fighting isn't benefiting Roosevelt either. He's going to get very little out of this. Maybe if he takes all of Ragnar's lands, and then it's useful. But like again, the cities over here don't really gain him much because they're so crushed by Gandhi's culture. Like, these cities are just going to have to be gifted over to Gandhi long term. So Roosevelt's not getting anything from this war. The only people that are really benefiting are Gandhi and Victoria because they're just staying out of the fighting. I don't know, maybe if Roosevelt gets the entire southeast corner, which is starting to look more practical, but like If he captures this city, that just gets swallowed up by English culture. This one is probably far enough away. By the way, Vicky's running around with those cavalry. If she ever wanted to do anything, she certainly could make a lot of progress. Anyway, just in case either of these guys plotting war, Gandhi is not. I would be surprised if Vicky was. Nope. They're just teching away. So we're just kind of watching Ragnar slowly dying now. It is kind of amazing that Joao got down to one city, and then that was right when Roosevelt came in to save him. So like this city doesn't have much longer to last. Just got a couple longbows. This city is still hanging on, but it's getting pressured. And then the core big stacks from Roosevelt are pushing into the Ragnar core here. Yeah, I mean, I would say race to space, but I feel like both of these leaders are going to go cultural. Just out of curiosity, how much culture do they have? So London has... So Vicky's lowest is around 5K, and Gandhi is a little bit further behind. I do think Vicky is the edge if they both go cultural. Plus, she's financial. So she has the financial trait, too, so she'll generate more commerce when she runs the slider. So I would say that she is the favorite. I'm also curious to see if she can legitimately make it the entire game without anyone attacking her. These redcoats do not actually defend that city. They're just passing through. Those are not Ragnar's redcoats. Somehow this city is still standing. And then this city is losing its defenses. At least we have something to watch. Yeah, good question. Is a Diplo victory in the cards? It could be. Let's see if someone gets to... let's see if someone actually builds the UN first, though. Because there's not much point in looking at whether someone would vote for someone when the UN won't be built for, 50-something turns. So... It absolutely could be in play, though, in this game. Because Roosevelt is friendly with some people, right? Like, well, he's close to friendly. He might be willing to vote for other people in the UN. The city Roskilde is getting low. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. That'll get gifted to Gandhi for sure. I mean, look how much culture Gandhi has around this city. It's like completely surrounded on all sides. And then, so this is the only remaining little pocket of Ragnar culture. So yeah, Roosevelt apparently not necessarily researching rifling. Ragnar, I think, might be, but I also think he's probably going to be... Yeah, he's going rifling, but I actually think he's going to be dead before he can get that. Yeah, these wars have not gone well for Mr. Ragnar. It was like first he waited too long to fight, potentially, and then when he actually did fight, he picked a really bad target. About the only one worse would have been Stalin. Would have done a lot better to try his hand at Vicky. Yeah, I'm a little surprised at how poorly his game has gone. So yeah, we're just kind of waiting and watching now. I think Ragnar is pretty dead here. But like Vicky's already on assembly line. She's in. If she wanted to go, she would actually do better to go space than culture. But I think she's going culture. I think she would do better. Yeah, I think she would actually finish first if she went for space. But I think she's probably going to flip over to culture at some point. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think she's going to. Look at this. The Portuguese are trying to recapture this city. It's a Joao stack. Go, J-Man, go. 2 maces, 2 crossbows, and yeah, I mean, I don't think that's going to work, but you shoot your shot, buddy. Yeah, that didn't work, but hey, I mean, you tried, bud. You tried. Good effort there. At least you tried. So yeah, Ragnar is in the process of dying here. All right, Vicky, I'm assuming that she's in anarchy. Yeah, she went anarchy this turn. I was like, did she turn on the culture? She just went into free speech, though. So don't be surprised if she turns on the slider soon. Yeah, Roosevelt's actually really far behind. So Gandhi now has rifling tech, too. Or is about to pick it up. I mean, if he wanted to attack somebody, he'd actually be pretty strong. Oh, we got enough on our hands right now. Okay. Unfortunately, he's just gonna attack Ragnar as well. But that, yeah. And once Ragnar's gone, I do think this might just be a one big love fest. But at least maybe he'll get the war declaration counter up a little higher because it's not as high as I would like. Yeah, Vicky's upgrading to infantry for surely. You know, we've never gotten the Vicky versus Roosevelt, which wouldn't be much of a fight now. It would have been a good clash earlier in the game, but it's not much of a fight now. This city there's like one trebuchet bombarding it, so it's taking forever. And somehow this city is still standing too. Look at the promotions on here. There's a Berserker that has Combat 1, Shock, the Innate Amphibious, and then City Raider 3. That's a lot of promotions on a unit. I mean, the Amphibious and Combat 1 are innate, but still, it's a lot of promotions on that unit. A lot of promotions. I'm a little surprised Burka is still hanging in there. All right, another Golden Age for Vicky. My goodness. How close is Gandhi to culture? Nobody's that close yet because nobody's turned the slider on. I don't think my picks are going to score very well today. So yeah, you can see Vicky's lowest city, Coventry, is at 5,000. Where's Coventry? Here. Wow, this is her third city. It's only getting 44 culture per turn. Gandhi has not turned on the slider yet either. His slowest is Pataliputra at 5k as well. This city is a little bit better. But for the moment, they're both still in research mode. We'll get a better sense if they actually start flip on the culture slider. Gandhi might be better positioned, though, when he runs the slider. It's hard to say until they actually turn on. I mean, Vicky's definitely ahead in tech. That's not even up for debate at this point. So we're kind of just still next turning. At least we still have something to watch. Ragnar is very, very slowly crawling towards rifling tech here. Oh, that city's only third because of the culture bomb. You're right. But I can't see what the real third city is at the moment because it doesn't show up. I don't want to go through all of Vicky's cities. Yeah, this city is still hanging in there, but somehow this city has not just been captured. Also, this city has not been gifted to Gandhi yet. Vicky builds the Pentagon. There's been like one trebuchet very slowly taking out the defenses there. Flip chance. I mean, it's likely to flip it. It's about 4.5% odds to revolt each turn. That means over the span of like 100 turns, it's likely to revolt, but still not guaranteed. All right, well, Roosevelt's about to pick up rifling, so that'll put an end to this war as soon as he has that. Does he have a military tradition, out of curiosity? He does not, but he does have gunpowder. So he does have, he will be able to build rifles. He needs to get military tradition if he wants to do calves. But yeah, Ragnar is definitely falling apart here. As I said, somehow this is still hanging in there, but I don't expect that to be there for much longer. Kind of waiting to see if Gandhi and Victoria want to turn on the slider or not, or if they're going to continue. Because if it just is a straight space race, then Vicky's going to win because she's ahead by quite a bit. But if it's a cultural race, then it gets a little bit more interesting. All right, I guess this is the next target down here. One trebuchet again. So it's going to take a lot of bombard. And she's building, I mean, she's building all the cultural wonders. It's just been in like culture mode for a while now, I feel like. But we'll have a better sense when she actually turns the slider on. Yeah, she's definitely building a lot of these. So yeah, not a great day for my picks, definitely. If you had Gandhi, if you were on the Gandhi train, which a handful of people were, I said before the game I thought that Gandhi would win at least some of the time, but I did not think it was the most likely outcome, and I stand by that. I think that this is maybe not the most likely outcome that we're seeing, but we don't know. Like we still have yet to see either of these two turn on the slider. As I said before, if it just goes to straight space, then it's gonna be Victoria will be the winner. It would be awesome if the two of them actually got into like a late game clash, but I just don't see how they ever end up fighting. And like that's the problem when it's a ton of high piece weights that are strong at the end of the game. You're very unlikely to get much combat because like take Ragnar out of here. Like where are all the annoyed faces? It's everything involving Ragnar. Like remove him. It's a bunch of pleased faces for the most part. Although I guess technically Portugal is cautious with Gandhi, but like it's a lot of very, very happy individuals. Oh, and that city finally fell as well. Poor Roosevelt is like the most ridiculous. You know, the shape of his territory looks like a gerrymandered congressional district. Look at the shape of his territory. It's like the weirdest, squiggliest thing. It actually kind of all connects together, but it like does it in the most ridiculous way. I mean, seriously, this is like the dumbest shape for an empire you're ever gonna see. But it like, except for this one tile here, it does all connect. It does all connect. Fidget spinner, yeah, it's a fidget spinner. Oh boy. Or it looks like I don't think it really looks like the radiation warning symbol that much. That's just, I don't personally see that. It just looks weird. Anyway, he's got 2 trebuchets up here. Yeah, we see the long time for Ragnar. So it looks like Ragnar is just never going to quite make it to rifling tech, for better or for worse. Looks like his empire is going to be gone before he can quite make it there. Like a windmill, maybe a windmill. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I'm a little bit skeptical of Vicky's performance in particular. Oh, Ragnar. Okay, well, that's irrelevant. I'm not even bothering to screenshot that. It's kind of shocking that they were still at war. What a bad decision by Ragnar. Yeah, Vicky casually working her way to tanks again. So, I mean, if this could end up being a pretty short game if Ragnar is dying here and no one else wants to fight anyone. Why is Roosevelt? Oh, he's up. I was like, why is it taking him so long? It's because he's running he's running additional gold on the slider because he's upgrading units to rifles. That's why his research rate dropped. He'll do that for like 5 turns or so, and then he'll turn the research rate back up again. Here comes some rifles. He would benefit from getting military tradition. I guess he would benefit from democracy too, because emancipation has to be pretty bad. Yeah, look at this. He's got draft unhappiness, 7 war weariness, and apparently 6 unhappiness from emancipation. That's got to be hurting. Okay, not hurting as badly over there. But yeah, he's definitely hurting from the lack of emancipation. So maybe he does need to go democracy tech and get into that. So Ragnar never quite got to rifles in this game. As I said, I thought he definitely needed to hit, if he was going to hit Victoria, he needed to do it relatively early because time was not on his side. The longer the game went on, the better the tech Victoria was going to have. All right, so here comes mass media, and Vicky just went free religion. So let's see if does that drop her relations with anyone? Not really. Still pleased with most of these. How do people feel about her? So Gandhi loves her. Roosevelt's still pleased, so he can declare it pleased. So it's not guaranteed that they'll stay peaceful, but it's probably likely. I mean, I don't think Roosevelt would do very well if he went to war with Vicky. And Gandhi's on mass media, so we do have a... Wait, what? Roosevelt made peace with Ragnar. What the heck? Why? Why? Ragnar has 3 cities left. Why would you do that? It just got bored? How many war declarations? We're only at 8? Maybe we can get another war declaration or 2, because... Alright, well... Okay. Does that mean... I was going to say, does that mean Ragnar can now go finish off Joao? But he can't... He doesn't have a path to reach it, right? This is all England. This is... Remember how Vicky grabbed these stupid barbarian cities? Like, this was a barb city, this was a barb city. Now look at this. She controls the entire South because of this. And then she founded these cities down here. So somehow the fact that she grabbed these stupid barb cities caused her to end up with, like, this absolutely massive... Southern Empire without ever firing a shot in anger, except against the barbarians. Now she has like 7 cities down here. It's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, I expect Gandhi and Vicky will split the vote, and I don't think there'll be enough votes for anyone to win. But I guess Ragnar will survive a little while longer. Is it just the determination? Oh, never mind. Vicky just declared war on Ragnar. So that's that for him. So, okay. That's a thing that happened. Oh, wait, we got 2 wars. Okay. What? What was the other war? Wait, Roosevelt declared war again? Didn't he just sign peace? What the? Okay. I guess it was a ceasefire followed by declaring war again? What? He literally declared war the next turn. Okay. I guess it was a ceasefire. It's still, you still get the same message. Is it the same message or is the text different? Just out of curiosity. Well, we got the war counter up. At least we're a little bit closer now. At least I was in the right ballpark on that. But yeah, Vicky's gonna. I mean, this is like you can't show your kids what Vicky's about to do to Ragnar. Yeah, because it's not good. All right, Vicky is technically ahead in terms of most cultured. So far, she's still on the research route. 11 wars? No, it was 8 and I increased it to 10. So 10 is correct. 10 should be right. Yeah. All right, it's Roosevelt. Wait, oh, what the heck? How is Roosevelt nominated and not Vicky? Huh? Did Roosevelt build the UN? Does he actually have more pop than Vicky? Hold on. How does that work? We can see how much pop they have here. In resolutions. Right? Isn't one of these you can see how much pop they have? Is that right? You can kind of see from food. I thought there was a way you could see. Oh, I guess he has like a minuscule amount more. Huh. No, it was Gandhi who built it. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Can't see. So, okay, here we go. He has 26.74. 26. He has 1 pop point more than Vicky. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Well, Vicky doesn't like either of them enough to vote for them, so that's that. She doesn't like either of them very much. Okay. All right. Yeah, literally 1 pop point, apparently. I was like, wait, Roosevelt has more pop than Victoria? That doesn't feel right, but apparently it's true. Anyway, Gandhi's got got a lot of votes here, but no one's going to vote for him for the Diplo victory. Like, Vicky's not going to vote for... I mean, if Vicky did vote for him, then he would win the Diplo victory, but she's not going to vote for him. Come on. It's only +5. She's not going to vote for him. Plus, there's a good chance they don't even call the Diplo victory vote. I mean, it would be hilarious if they did. But I don't see that happening. I think that usually the vote just gets split for Diplo victories. I think that's going to happen again. Now, here's another question. Who's going to get the point for killing Ragnar? Is it going to be Vicky or is it going to be Roosevelt? Roosevelt certainly deserves it because he did most of the fighting. But it's entirely possible that Vicky will be the one who gets the... I think Vicky will take this city, Nidaros, the capital, and then Roosevelt gets the last city. I mean, Roosevelt deserves it more. Feels weird to be talking about who deserves something in an AI versus AI game, but I think Roosevelt does deserve it more. All right. So we got to see which one of these cities falls first. Again, this city has no defenses left, so I think this will get captured first. But Roosevelt does play before Vicky in turn order, so it is possible he could attack and capture this, and then Vicky goes second and gets the kill credit. Let's see. No. Okay. Although close, because this city's going to fall on this turn, presumably. Yeah. He decided to wait and not actually attack for 1 extra turn. Victoria completes the 3 gorgeous dam. Jeez. All right. So Roosevelt gets another kill. Yeah, they did single currency, not the Diplo victory one. Yeah, Vicky sniped 2 cities that would have gone to Roosevelt otherwise. All right. Yeah, she sniped off Uppsala and then now Nidaros. And because her culture is so strong, she has a decent chance of maybe flipping this city over to her too. Again, what a weird... This is a very weird game. Very weird game. All right. So Ragnar... I mean, you can say like my picks aren't working, and they're definitely not. But like as soon as Stalin attacked Napoleon, it kind of was like the end of the game. And as soon as that happened, not only were these 2 doomed, Ragnar was probably doomed too, just due to how that once like. And similarly, if like Victoria had gotten rolled up first, then it probably would have been curtains for Gandhi and Roosevelt too. It's just how it's like the game's going to snowball into either the high piece weight or low piece weight AIs dominating. And in this case, it was the high piece weight AIs. The question is that like the common outcome, or is this some weird outlier? And that we won't know until we rerun the map a bunch of times. All right, so that was Ragnar, and he is out on turn 258. Ragnar. Has not been a good year for the low piece weight AIs. The high piece weight AIs have kind of been dominating game after game after game, which is very unusual in comparison to other seasons. Like, we know that the game one, or the game one result was a major outlier with Hammurabi winning. Okay, so then in terms of fantasy, so Roosevelt gets another kill for Amika, and then Ragnar did not end up scoring any points. So we got to red him out. Okay. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes doing that. All right. Let's go back to this. All right. We'll refresh the map. And now the question is, do we see any more action before the game ends? Because, wow, that was a lot. Apparently a lot of cities had changed hands. Because, like, this is what happens. Now we have a lot of cautious faces. Although, you know, people don't really like Joao that much. So maybe. Gandhi will not declare it pleased. These two apparently will, so we're not guaranteed that the game is over at this point. So we are not guaranteed that we have a peaceful ending here. So we'll try to click through these turns relatively fast. Yeah, everybody votes for that. And we'll try to check to see if anyone's plotting war. Gandhi and Victoria are very close in score. It'd be funny if someone was like, now I'm going to go and take out Portugal just because. All right. I mean, Gandhi can't declare war. It's not possible. It would be unlikely for her to. Yeah, I mean, and then it's not even really worthwhile looking at Portugal. Portugal's not going to. So if you're curious about who's ahead in the space race, Gandhi's get 1,700 beakers per turn, and Vicky's at 1,800. So they're pretty close, but Vicky has a lead. Roosevelt's not really relevant. The other two are not really relevant. But Vicky is ahead from what. Yeah, Vicky's ahead in tech. So the fact that they're very even in tech does not really matter because they're. Is this Gandhi turning? Did he just turn on the slider here? All right, Gandhi's going for it. He just flipped on the slider. Okay. Gandhi is going for it. All right, so Gandhi, his cities are all right around 10K right now. So he needs about 100. Okay, he better speed it up a bit faster than that because 100 turns is not going to get it done. Yeah, 100 turns is definitely not getting it done. So I hope for his sake that he can speed it up a bit more than what he's got there. Yeah, he has none of the culture wonders. Yep, and that's a problem. He doesn't have any of the culture wonders. And Vicky, so far, is still... But, you know, maybe if Vicky stops to fight somebody, you never know. So we'll just next turn for a little bit here. I keep... Oh, Diplo... Okay, Gandhi versus Victoria for Diplo victory. Okay. Okay, let's stop. I mean... So Gandhi will vote for himself. Vicky will vote for himself. Roosevelt does not seem to like either of these enough. I can't see either of these two voting for them. If Vicky were to get the vote of I can't see this. I can't see this being anything other than a split vote. But I guess we'll find out. I'd be shocked if this actually is a victory. Okay. Yeah, they voted for themselves, and the other two both abstained. Okay, yeah, so Vicky is very slightly ahead of Roosevelt in pop, and Gandhi's a bit further ahead. So that was inconclusive. So far, Vicky has just stayed on the spaceship line, though. I think she's probably about 50 turns away from space if she stays on the space line. So can she outrace Gandhi? Gandhi's got it at 80-something turns. I mean, I feel like her spaceship definitely hits before that. So unless Gandhi can increase his culture a little bit faster, I think Vicky, I'm pretty sure she can launch the spaceship before that. Okay, I mean, she has a fair number of techs that she still has to go. Artillery she can skip, but she probably will research it. Robotics is also an optional tech, and she's going to grab that. So she's not that close to launching, but I think that she launches before Gandhi's spaceship hits. I mean, I guess we'll see. Those two are definitely the top two in score. So unless someone fights, they're going to be locked into the top two. I mean, she's already on robotics right now. So I'm going to whiff pretty badly on most of the picks, but I'll at least get something. I think my number of wars and I think my victory date are going to be competitive. So I'll at least get something, but I'm not going to have much of a score from this game. Got to get stealth. Yeah, the stealth. I mean, Vicky continues to build nuclear weapons, so I don't know what she's planning here. I mean, she's not plotting war. I just want to be clear. She's not plotting war. And Gandhi can't plot war. All right, and he's not plotting war, and there's no point in checking in on Joao because he's so weak he won't declare on anybody. Yeah, so I mean, Vicky's probably the most likely one. I guess if this slipped down to cautious, but why would he go declare war on Joao? Like, why is this guy still even alive? Just sitting there with 2 cities. So there's not much going on in this game right now. If I could advance multiple turns at a time, I would. And the late game turns always start chugging along because it takes a little while. The later in the game you get, the more units there are on the board and the longer it takes. So I'm just going to try to do these quickly until something actually happens. This is one reason why the game... Oh, wow, London's already legendary. Oh, my God. Like, she never even ran the slider. That city just went legendary on its own. That's 900 cultures per turn without the slider. That's pretty wild. Yeah, the problem is she doesn't have a third city. Nottingham's only at 9,000. She's building an awful lot of nuclear weapons. Like, an awful lot. Is this her third one? No, where's... Wait, Chicago. I guess that flipped to her at some point. Where is not? Oh, this is her other... Yeah, I mean, this is not going to happen. She'd have to turn on the slider, and then we could get a sense for it. But until she turns on the slider, it's Gandhi. Gandhi's still 80 turns away. I mean, there's no way that Vicky doesn't launch a spaceship by turn 350. That's just not happening. That flipped like 100 turns ago. I mean, there was other stuff going on. I'm sure I missed it. So anyway, I mean, we're hoping that something of interest happens. Civ Jewelers. Well, that denies Gandhi the chance to form it. That actually probably just slows her spaceship down slightly because of the corporation costs. I mean, you only need Civ Jewelers if you're going for culture. It doesn't do anything otherwise, right? Where is Civ Jewelers? She founded that in Nottingham, the city I was just looking at. Because like, if you're curious what she's getting from this, I mean, it gives culture. It generates gold, but it also costs more gold than it generates. So also look at this city. Oh my God, is this a strong city? Holy cow, is this a strong city? But yeah, I think that this, if anything, probably just slows her spaceship victory down a little bit, because what does the culture do? Unless she decides that... Now, if she decides to turn on the slider, then it matters. But if she's just going for spaceship, then I don't think it helps her. She should definitely just go for space at this point, because look at her. She's almost finished the tech tree. I mean, why would you turn on culture at this point? But we did actually have Kublai Khan do that in that one championship game. He was like 85% of the way to the spaceship, and then he decided to just turn it off and go culture. And then that allowed Charlemagne to win that championship. You check flip risk on San Francisco and New York. Looks like there's no chance there. San Francisco more so, I suspect. Nope. They're both enough defenders to be secure. But yeah, there's not much going on here. I mean, sometimes it does happen that we get to the end of the game and it's just wait for the peaceful victory condition to hit. It's unfortunate because it's not as exciting. But they can't all be as close as last week, where the game was decided on not the victory, but the second place was decided on literally the final turn of the game. They can't all be that close, I'm afraid. Sometimes it's just not that close at the end. Now, it's more fun when the ending is domination and there's an AI that's just running over the map and like we're still watching units conquering cities. But sometimes this does happen. Did Evora ever flip? It has not so far. Didn't Vicky turn on the slider 3 text on the spaceship? I think she did. I think there was a wildcard game where she did that. Yeah, this city still has not flipped yet, even though it's 83% Indian. I guess there's enough units in there to prevent a flip. I actually think that it's a little too easy to stop a flip by just stuffing units in. I think that the game should have needed a higher threshold for units to make that happen. But that's water under the bridge. Probably better to err on that side after Civ 3. Culture flips were way too common in Civ 3. So now I just kind of wish I'd had spaceship as my victory condition, because I thought about it, but I was like, no, if I'm gonna pick Stalin, I might as well pick the domination. Yeah, see, Gandhi still is 60, almost 70 turns away. Vicky definitely launches a spaceship before that. So we literally might just have nothing happen until Vicky launches the spaceship, and then she's first and Gandhi's second, and that's it, and nothing else happens. I'd rather see something interesting happen. Gandhi is still outvoting Victoria in terms of a coalition there. But like, it's hard to see. Like, would Vicky want to plot war? Because she's not plotting war. Gandhi won't. Roosevelt, well, who would he even attack? Against, he could attack... Oh, wait, we have enough on our hands. All right, let's go, buddy. Well, it's not Joao, so he's apparently about to commit suicide here. Because, I mean, okay. We want to trim the size of that wildcard game down, apparently. Well, let's see. Let's see it. Not yet, at least. I mean, apparently, I mean, he could always cancel it, right? I can see why he might be inclined because he's so crushed culturally by the two neighbors, but like Vicky has basically finished the tech tree at this point, and he's still on rifles and calves. Oh, Roosevelt signs a defense pact with... Okay, I mean, that would be amusing if Vicky attacked one of them, but I don't think she's going to attack either. That would be awesome if she attacked one of them. Now, if Roosevelt starts a war, then the defensive pact gets canceled. Gandhi going Golden Age will help his cultural victory a little bit, but probably not that much. Yeah, not really. He's still nowhere close. And Vicky's almost finished the tech tree. So I thought her biggest chance to not... So she still needs 1, 2, 3... She needs 4 more attacks. Let's see if she wastes time on advanced flight or stealth. She might not, because her tech preferences are not particularly military. So she might not. Global civic free religion. Yeah, Gandhi's been running the culture slider for a while, but because Vicky built like every cultural wonder under the sun, his cultural victory time is pretty slow in this game. Stealth, most important tech in the game. So far, she's stayed away from the advanced flight / stealth poison pill. So far. So that was universal free religion going through. Everybody's still pretty... Now Gandhi kind of loves everybody except Joao. Vicky is down to cautious with Roosevelt. That would be funny if she declared war on him because Gandhi has the defensive pact. That would be the one way we could get some excitement in this game. Vicky attacks Roosevelt and then it triggers the defensive pact with Gandhi. That would be pretty amusing, but that's unlikely to happen. She's very close to finishing the tech tree at this point. I think her spaceship's going to hit around turn 320 based on the current trajectory, which would be pretty close to what I have. So maybe I can at least get some points for hitting the date, even if my leader picks were really bad. So she built the space elevator. She's on laser. Wait, isn't laser an optional tech too? Isn't that not required to launch the spaceship? Hold on. I believe that's an optional tech. Yeah, you don't need this to launch. She only needs superconductor's genetics to launch the spaceship. Yeah, the laser's not needed. It does unlock some very... Oh, hello. Roosevelt's declared war on Gandhi. What the heck? Why Gandhi? Okay, well... He actually just signed a defensive pact with Gandhi. I mean, it looks like we are going to make it through the entire game with Victoria never being attacked by anybody. Well... That gets us to 12. And here goes the nukes. Oh my god. Well, that gets us to 12. And there we stop. Well, I had 12 for the wars. If this is close on the victory date and the wars, at least I'll get something from this game. Does Roosevelt survive to make it to the end of this game? I say no. Also, Gandhi quit his culture pushing. We could actually have a game. We could actually have a result where Joao makes the wild card game and Roosevelt is dead. Like that's in play now. All right. Well, this was the mother of all bad decisions by Roosevelt to start that war with Gandhi. And then Victoria joined in. He literally declared war on his own defensive pact partner. I don't know what in the world he was thinking. Yeah, he's getting obliterated by nuclear weapons. Because Vicky has a lot of them and she has not been scared to use them. Yeah, she's been tossing nukes everywhere. She just launched one there. I mean, we have seen games where the AI has launched over 100 nukes before. Yeah, I mean, and Roosevelt does not have the SDI. So, okay, why did she launch 4 nukes at this city? She launched 4 nukes at Sumerian. I'm just curious where she launched some of these. Okay. Well, America's going to be a radioactive wasteland at this point. How many did she launch? Okay. So that happened. Not too many city captures yet. All right. And Vicky is like, I'm going to get the SDI, which gives you a chance to defend against nukes. I'm going to... Yeah, I mean, it hasn't really shown up yet. I think the next turn is when it'll pop up. Yeah, I don't even know where Roosevelt's attacking stacks were, but wherever they were, they're gone now. Could we actually get domination after all? No, it's too evenly split between Vicky and Gandhi. I'm like, could we actually get domination after all here? But no. Yeah, the blue on the map is going to be gone very, very quickly here. That is a lot of units on the part of Victoria. The last city will probably be down in the south. Yeah, it's just one city capture after another. Boy, this was a bad idea by Roosevelt. A bad idea. Do I think Gandhi bribed Victoria? It's possible. I don't really know. But yeah, the blue on the map is fading very, very quickly. If it weren't for all the fallout, I think Washington would have been captured already. Yeah, I mean, there's one cannon in there. Vicky, of course, can also land paratroopers. I mean, it's just wherever you see blue cities, they're being captured. Now, one thing, wow, don't you dare declare war. I do not need a 13th war declaration. Let's stay at 12, please. More tactical nukes this turn. She has used up her nuclear supply, though, so they're just about gone at this point. You just hear that little screaming sound effect over and over again. This city should get captured by the paratroopers. Yeah, there's not even anything in there. Gunships took it out. So, you need suffrage. Well, that was quite a way to get to turn 300. Just like that, Roosevelt's down to 3 colonies over here and 1 city here. I'm actually gonna. It's actually gonna be tricky to see what his last city is. I want to be careful to make sure I don't miss the last city. Vicky, could you actually get to domination here? How much land area does Gandhi have? Gandhi has 31. I don't think there's quite enough. If Vicky were to somehow take over these cities, she might actually be close. But I don't think she has quite enough for domination. That would be hilarious if we got domination at the last second. I don't think it's quite enough. I mean, she's going to be close. She's going to be over 50% by the end of the game here. But I do think she comes up a little bit short. Jesus, she's continuing. How many nukes is she launching? She launched another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She launched another 8 nuclear weapons. Roosevelt lost 6 cities in one turn, all of them going to Victoria. My God. Yeah, I mean, that's just a straight line downwards. Well, that's wild. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep an eye over here just to make sure that we don't see Roosevelt die. So Evora did finally get captured. The city of Lisbon is still alive. All right, so Unity suffrage fails. Okay, Joao defied the revolution. Why do these people that have like no cities left always defy the resolutions? All right, so yeah, Lisbon is gonna get walked into next turn, and then this city is also gonna get walked into next turn. Okay. Jeez, it's just nothing but the screaming sound effect over and over again. So after capturing 6 cities last turn, Vicky took 1 and then Roosevelt took 2. But I think both of the remaining cities are going to get captured by Vicky. Wow, Roosevelt just died so fast in this game. Let's just see which one gets captured first. As I said, I think Vicky's in position to get... All right, Vicky got both. So she was definitely in position. And she's on the final spaceship tech right now. They were both taken. Okay. All right. Well, that was abrupt. That was certainly a fast result. All right. I'll refresh the map again. Yeah. So let's go ahead and update that. That was certainly very violent. Poor Roosevelt. I mean, it's his own darn fault, but still. That was some way to crash out of the game there. All right. Well, at least the wildcard game doesn't get any any bigger. Okay. Roosevelt. You know, he got 2 kills in this game. He was really strong, but he picked the wrong time to attack someone, so he's out in game 6, turn 302. And Victoria gets a kill. All right, so for fantasy purposes, sorry, Amika, that Roosevelt doesn't get to go on to the wildcard game and score more points. And then Victoria. So Oops picked up a point there and is going to almost certainly get another 5 from a victory here. So Oops has lost some leaders, but is in pretty good shape. It's going to come down to, as we said, the wildcard game is going to be really interesting. Although, as some people have suggested, if we end up with too many leaders, we might have to do 2 wildcard games, which I don't really want to do. But if it gets too much bigger, we might have to, because we already have how many people in the wildcard game? We already have 9, and we have 2 more games to go. Like if we're at 12 or less, I think we're okay. But if we get up to like 13 or 14, there's no way I can do that many in one game. So we'll have to see. All right. Yeah, and the wildcard game is probably going to have to start earlier because it's going to be a long one. All right, well, so that happened. Didn't really change Vicky's victory time. So Gandhi's got it down to 55 turns left for his cultural victory, but Vicky is on the final spaceship tech right now. Yeah, game 7 and game 8 look like they'll probably be bloody. All right, so as far as how people feel about each other, so here's the good news if you want to see something interesting happen. All that massive nuclear exchange has caused everyone to hate each other. Look at this. Minus 24 for you nuked our friend. So Gandhi now hates Victoria. Minus 24 because she fired off 24 nukes. Yeah. So they do not like each other anymore. And that does mean that, I mean, Vicky's close. Like, if she were to fight Gandhi, she's actually not that far off domination. She would have to fight. I do not think that the territory she captured is enough. And boy, those workers are going to have going to need to spend some time scrubbing the fallout. So it is possible that we could, like, Vicky is close. It is possible that these two could go to war. Wow, she has a lot of cities. And we've also seen that phenomenon before where when the AI launches the spaceship, suddenly they get super aggressive. Now, I am on exactly 12 wars, so I kind of don't want another war. But it would be interesting if we got domination. As the outcome for this game would be wild if we somehow got domination after all this time. Anyway, yeah, she's at 54%, but she needs, what, 62? She just doesn't quite have enough. Now, the funny thing is, if Ragnar had finished his conquest of Portugal, and then Vicky had taken these cities, that actually would have been enough to trigger domination, as wacky as that sounds. But I think she comes up like 2 to 3% short. I don't know. Maybe if these cities all pop their borders. Also, here we go. I mean, no one's voting for anyone for Diplo victory now. Not after that nuclear exchange. Nobody's voting for anyone. Also, if Gandhi had not captured this Barb city, that also probably would have been enough to get Vicky the victory. So she's about to launch her spaceship. She just has to finish this. She actually is going to finish the spaceship around. It's going to land around turn 320. I predicted that a little while back that it's going to be right around turn 320. Now she has way more pop than Gandhi. Yeah, because this is going to finish in 3 more turns. That's the last spaceship part. She needs another thrusters, but that's going to be done first, right? Where's she building that? The spaceship thruster. Where is that? She's got to be building. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. So she'll launch in about, what, 3 more turns? Yeah, 3 more turns, and then arrives turn 320. So at least I've got the date. I've got the victory date and the number of wars like right on target right now. So I'm kind of hoping that we can get that. And if we could somehow get domination without another war happening, I don't think that's possible. If we could somehow get domination without another war, that would be very nice too. But I don't think that there's enough land here for that to happen. Maybe she could flip a city. I don't think that's going to happen though. Yeah, she's at 57%, but like there's just not enough. It's hard to see with Vicky's borders, but there's just not enough land tiles here for her to get over the edge. Maybe if she dumped a settler down here and another settler here, but I don't think she's going to do that. Anyway, so now she's on future tech. And that spaceship is about to launch. But as we said, we have seen the AI sometimes go get very aggressive. Look at the workers cleaning up. If only it was that easy to clean up Fallout in real life. There goes the spaceship on 310. All right. So yeah, it should be 320, or sometimes it's it's either 320 or 319. I can't remember. Is she plotting? It takes so long to scroll down this list. She's not currently plotting war. Gandhi, I would be shocked if he's plotting. Oh. What's this? We got enough on our... Okay, no, Gandhi, don't you dare start a war. He's apparently plotting war, and I suspect Vicky would be the target. I mean, I don't expect that to go well for him if it does. We could actually still get domination here. Just wait until after turn 315, okay? All right. Are we going to see... Is this war going to happen, or is the spaceship going to hit first? What's going to be? Watch, it's going to be... the spaceship is going to, like, be one turn away, and then Gandhi's going to declare war just to take me off the 12 for victory condition. All right, we're just counting down. Where's the... So, turn 1901. So, how many more turns is that? It's just a couple more. I think it's 7. I think it's turn 319, actually. So we just have a handful of turns left. She's 3% away. Oh, yeah, she's really close now. She's 2.5% away. So if she actually were to fight, she would trigger it. She would trigger the domination almost instantly if she took a city. Like, almost instantly. But I don't see where she really gets more tiles right now. Like, there's a couple tiles here, but that's not enough for... And there's a couple more here. If she put down a city... I said if she put down a city here and a city here, she'd have it. Again, if Gandhi didn't have this city, she'd also have it. Or if the Portuguese didn't have their whatever hideout down here, that would also be enough. But the spaceship is landing in just a couple more turns, so... How does it feel for your first to die pick to win after your pick to win was first to die the previous game? Apparently, I'm really good at identifying who's going to be first to die. Apparently, I'm good at that. Only I keep picking them to win the game. Something like that. I don't know. I've been pretty good on the victory date and number of wars this year, but my picks to actually win have not been very good. All right. How close is Gandhi, just out of curiosity? Not that. He's not actually that close to winning. All right. So, yeah, we're just a couple turns away. The spaceship's en route. It can't really be stopped at this point. So she wins in... Oh, it's 4 more turns. It's turn 321 that the spaceship's due to arrive. Free religion, that's already been passed down. She's not plotting war. Gandhi, did he cancel by any chance? Nope. He still says we have enough on our hands right now. If you're curious about the domination check, all right, Vicky she's up to 60%. So she's only needs 2% more land area. It's really close on the land area. But it's unlikely she's going to pick up too many more tiles at this point because Gandhi's culture is so strong. Like, this city isn't going to be picking up more tiles, right? No, she's not really going to be able to flip any of Gandhi's tiles. She might flip... No, this is in Portugal's deepest core. She's not going to be able to flip tiles there either. So she's super close, but I still think like I said, I thought she'd be 2 to 3% short, and she's about 2% short on domination. We will know if a war breaks out because you will see like a billion white dots in Gandhi's territory and like a billion... All right, well, I think the war just... Did the war just happen? I think it did. Gandhi did it. Gandhi, why? No, my 12 wars. That's okay. Now we just need the domination ending. Come on, domination. I can get those points back if it's domination. I can get those points back. Yeah, Vicky just needs... She has not picked up any tiles yet. But here's the thing. Her spaceship lands in 2 turns. So... if she doesn't take a city in like the next 2 turns, it's going to be spaceship. Otherwise, it's going to be domination. Now, she has a lot of units outside this city, so this is probably... Oh, she's got units outside... Oh, she's emptied Seattle. That might do it right there. This might do it right here, because Seattle, she emptied out of units. Right now, it's Gandhi's turn. Oh, wait. Somehow she didn't take this city. Okay. Coimbra, Victoria was taken by... Oh, that city there. Okay, well, that doesn't really affect... Okay, well, now... Okay, now here's an interesting thing. This is going to be a same turn simultaneous... This could be same turn simultaneous domination. Actually, Vicky lost a percentage point. She actually lost... Okay, well, she lost one tile. Oh, people wanted to see this. Not really much yet. Not really much increase or decrease yet. So we're just going to have to see what pops up. Like, I don't know if Vicky's going to get enough here. I think it's going to be space. I legitimately think it's going to be space. Yeah, she lost one tile. We could have simultaneous victory here. It's true. They're saying domination goes first if it's both of them simultaneously. All right, well, that unit got wiped out. I think it's going to be the space. I really do. I don't think she gets enough on this inner turn. I think we're like 2 turns away. Yeah, it's space. Oh, Gandhi, why did you have to ruin it for me at the last second? So it is space after all. It is space. She came up just barely short of the domination victory, but it is space. So it's a space ending after all. No, I don't think she had enough. I don't think she had enough for the... I don't think she had quite enough. Boy, what a close result. Why did you have to declare war, Gandhi? Seriously, you just cost me 2 points. Or Vicky, why couldn't your spaceship have been delayed like another turn? Let's see how close. Well, we'll watch the replay real quick, but I'm curious how close she was. Oh yeah. I mean, this game was really weird. That's my summary. This game was really weird. Pick Stalin to win on turn 321 exactly. I mean, the strangest thing is this right here. Stalin declares war on Napoleon. That's the weirdest thing. I don't think this is a likely outcome. Why he would go attack Napoleon is so bizarre when he has all these high peace weight leaders to attack. It's just so weird. But I feel like as soon as this happened, it threw this game into a very strange place. And the game never really recovered from that. So that, I mean, as soon as that happens, it's just all the high peace weight AIs are in really, really good shape because Stalin and Napoleon spend the whole early game fighting each other. And then the other thing that caused the game to just be funky was the Ragnar declaring on Joao. Like, we just scrolled past that. Like, the only way that this maybe has a chance for the low peace weights is if Ragnar hits Victoria. But he runs across the map to fight Joao instead. Like, what? These actions are just so bizarre. I mean, sure, if that happens in other games, I expect we'll also see Victoria and like Victoria, Gandhi, Roosevelt. I think we'll see them dominate if that happens in other games. But I just feel like that was such a weird thing to have happen. If Vicky is also over the domination threshold, she should have the points for both first and second. No, doesn't work that way, but that would be funny. So it was a spaceship ending. I mean, I wish it had been domination. I wish that Gandhi had just kept his mouth shut for 3 more turns. But no, he couldn't hold off. He had to declare war, so he got to 13. And yeah, I mean, this city down here stopped it from being domination, that one city there. 3 hours, 5 minutes. So yeah, it was indeed the spaceship victory on turn 1901. Let's see I'll get the screenshot of that too. Let's see what somehow Joao survived to the end of the game. I don't understand that. Did the nukes pop up so the nukes do not pop up here. Otherwise we would have seen about 1 billion such and such got nuked messages. So if you're curious about the final bar graphs, GMP, I mean, it was really only 2 liters. Like, technically Portugal is still alive, but not much there. Production. I mean, Vicky by the end was pretty dominant because Gandhi stopped to run the slider power. Gandhi was starting the shark fin was starting. It wasn't quite there yet. Anyway. And so we need to look at the victory screen. We need to see how close Vicky was to hitting domination. I still think she was like a percentage point short. But I think she missed it by maybe like 6 tiles. She's 61.3. She needs 62. I bet she gets it on this next. Let's just do another turn and see. I think she would have gotten it if she had captured Seattle. And there was like one unit defending here, and she had a unit ready to attack, but then it got taken out. Like, I seriously think if she captured Seattle, she would have won by domination, because she only would have needed a couple more tiles. Let's just see. We'll just do advance another turn and see if that's enough to put her over the limit. Oh, yes, it was. One more turn, because she took this city down here on the inner turn. So that's it. She missed it by one turn. I missed it by the Observer Civ's island. No, the Observer Civ just has 9 tiles. Oh, no, she still didn't have enough, so it wasn't one turn. She still missed it, but she'll definitely take Seattle, and then that'll do it, I think. Although, maybe not if Gandhi shoves more units in there. Definitely killing an awful lot of units in that city as they fight in this nuclear irradiated wasteland. All right, Gandhi shoved... Okay, never mind. Gandhi put more units in that city than I thought. Okay, so it wasn't quite as close as I thought. She was still a couple turns away. But that said, it wouldn't have been much longer, because if you're curious what would have happened to Gandhi's power... because, yeah, you can see his power is collapsing. And if you're curious about how many units they both have... So Gandhi has 124 military units. See how it says 124 units? And Vicky has 371 units. We have actually seen an AI have well over 1,000 units when we've done this before. Yeah. All right. So that seals it. It definitely... Space Race was absolutely the correct result. And we ended up at the 13 wars. So GG, everybody.